So let me know
Could be
when.
live.
Hello, everybody. How the hell are ya?
Rude.
Rude.
How dare you ask how I am?
I thought that was your mood. Like,
I
I'm rude.
feel rude.
I feel incredibly rude.
I
at
am
the
a
moment.
rude boy.
I feel like that has been one of my moods at least once.
That's good. Everyone
That
should feel rude sometime. Everyone should feel rude at some point in their life. It's good for the soul.
Dude,
Well, then I must be saintly. I'm just saying.
I said once, Ilora. Once.
do you ever like go up to like a cashier and you take out some coins and you're counting them up, and then he says to you, "This is not a change store."
Oh.
No.
Wow.
Never.
That's.
But
I would have
why
been like,
if?
That happened to me today.
at that point, I would have been like, oh, well, I guess this also isn't a I will purchase things from here store. Bye.
But Piph, why would you buy things from the soup store? Why would you buy clothes from the soup store?
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Because they have
There's soup.
excellent design.
Why is there soup?
I'm at the soup store.
Anyways.
Yes,
Cats.
anyways. Three Galaxies,
Alright,
we're
so,
live.
yes, when last we left, you guys were trying to solve the mystery of the invisible gnomes and their fantastic looking ship. They had a curse placed upon them. They weren't actually sure, to be fair, what caused it, though they have a good feeling that it probably had something to do with that nice old wizard that they booked passage with them in order to do some magical experimenting out in the depths of the grave below. They let him off at an ancient ruins site so that he could perform said magical experiments, and then went about their business, only to have something trigger a curse aboard the ship, turning all of them and their items, their smaller items at least, invisible. So far as they know, and so far as you've seen, indefinitely. You agree to help them try and sort out this curse after assigning them mustaches, like you do.
Sounds like us.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I
mean,
do.
point of order. First, you got to handle what's important. But you agree to try and help them out with it. And what you've discovered so far is that there is a magic circle at the bottom of the boat that has been triggered by some remote means. Lucas knows that if you erase the correct symbols on that magic circle, you could break the curse. But if you don't erase the right ones, you could do all kinds of crazy stuff, and he's not sure which ones to erase, so he's decided wisely maybe not to touch it. The other option would be, of course, to find said wizard. However, there was a complication there. Their navigation orb was lost in the confusion of all the invisibility down in the depths of the sea below you, and you have spent the past 48 hours nursing their cleric back to health from a bad case of the scurvy with vitamin gummies. So that he might be able to cast spells on you so that you can go down to the great below and look for said navigational orb. When last we left, or when we finished last session, you guys had passed the 2 days by with a few eventful happenings. Lucas made contact with first contact with an alien species. Good job, by the way.
Hold on, those are aliens?
I mean, to you.
Wouldn't I be the alien?
No.
But one
Yes.
of those is indigenous to this land. The other
Don't
one's
think
not.
about it too hard. And you guys actually also got yourselves lent some decent sets of armor, mithril armor, that is quite a bit better than what you have for the purposes of trying to rescue these men. And you are, as we open up, we're going to open up with you guys getting ready to go to the depths and try and hunt the navigational orb. You have been told that the gnomes know this area, neck of the woods, fairly well. There are obviously dangers down there, otherwise they'd be doing this themselves. The biggest danger they pointed out, of course, there are all manner of sea creatures, sometimes sharks, sometimes squids, other animals that you need to be careful for, of course, but most importantly that there can also be aquatic trolls in this area, which are very dangerous animals, or creatures, I guess I would say. And they have a liking of shiny artifacts, so they have been known to. It's actually a bit of a common tale when you sail through the dark below, not to wear shiny jewelry that's very apparent, because there have been stories, whether true or not true, of aquatic trolls pulling people off of ships because of the shiny jewelry they wore and never being seen again. And they're sending you guys, so good luck with that.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
You're very shiny.
aren't you
Yeah.
lucky?
Hey, Burn.
Mhm.
Just how shiny is Kid's new necklace, anyways?
Well, it reflects light fairly well. I mean, the metal on it is fairly dark. Doesn't reflect light that well, but the gem is really shiny. It doesn't produce light on its own, but it's shiny.
I'll risk it. Okay.
Translation: you'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. It's okay, man.
Like 90% sure you're totally cool.
Just as fine as just as fine as we're sure. Okay. Just as
What?
we're sure that no, I'm just gonna stop talking.
You want to take a tick? Just
Be sure is a shore.
This is a good sign, guys.
mm-hmm.
Yep. Good sign of good things to follow. So, I think that we, at the end of last session, we were getting ready to go overboard, or were we still on the planning phase?
I think we're still in planning phase.
Okay. Well, as far as I recall, I have the Silver Star, which can be used twice a day to create a globe of daylight. And I can put that where the anchor would be. And use another globe of daylight, which I can cast periodically. It'll only last for 4.5 minutes. And use up my PP. But we can have it nearby so that we can get back to the ship and know where we're going.
Perfect.
Yes, Lucas?
She saw me, man.
Anyone have any objections?
No?
Yeah, I'm good.
Who saw you?
Yes.
What's going
Oh my god.
I have objections.
What's going on?
Well, oh,
What's wrong with you?
nothing. I was just trying to sneak up behind you, but that's fine.
Oh. Why?
You know, that's a good plan you have. It's got plenty of magic, light. I don't know what any of that does. I'm quite sure the anchor will work without light, unless there's something you're not telling me.
Well, the point of the light is, okay, you're getting a bit close. The point of the light is because it's really dark down there. Like, incredibly dark down there. And we need to know how to get back to the anchor. Unless you have, like, a long piece of rope that we can tie to the anchor.
I have a long piece of rope.
Do you?
I mean, I could.
What about handkerchiefs? Do you have handkerchiefs?
I mean, that was what I was alluding to. I mean, I could.
Good. That could be another option. Because, to be honest, the trolls are attracted to shiny things, which means that they're attracted to light as well. Probably. Maybe. I could be talking out of my ass, but it's a good assumption. What do you guys think?
What a fine, handsome ass you have.
Okay, thank you. But moving on. Should we
It is
do
a fine
Lucas's
assumption to
plan?
have, lad.
Yeah.
Says, of course, Captain Threepwood.
How
By the way,
many-
if you have any questions, Cleric Weiss and Captain Threepwood are there to answer any questions you might have.
Okay. So, have you guys encountered these trolls before?
Not I, no. But Cleric Weiss there. And you see Weiss kind of like, when you say that. Wait, no, you don't see Weiss.
No,
They're
we
invisible.
don't see
I'm
anything.
sorry. I'm sorry. It's really hard to describe things when you can't see them.
You can feel
Well,
their
Squee,
presence.
Yeah,
I
know.
wish I could say it's my fault.
I know. I regret nothing. You hear like a shuffling of feet, and you hear, I met one once. 'Tis why I only have one eye.
Oh,
What questions you have?
well, how formidable are they?
Very.
Okay.
I count myself as a proud warrior, especially for a gnome. And I'd like to think that one-on-one I can take almost any creature in the sea, save maybe the big ones. But I was no match for even one of them.
Okay.
On land, maybe it'd be different. But out there in the water, that's their world.
Do you know what lightning is? Might be a dumb question, but do you know what lightning is? Okay. Have you ever seen one survive lightning?
Lad, you show me a lightning bolt that can pierce the bottom of an ocean, and I'll tell you whether or not one can survive it.
You might not actually want to see that right now.
You're saying you can make one?
Yes.
Lass. I've studied magic my whole life. No one can make lightning.
It's not
She
magic.
can. We should probably say it's magic.
Shit, right, you're right.
When you
Yes.
say that, they get quiet. You
All
are
right.
serious.
Yeah, that's her thing. My thing is to be able to shoot things with magic through my fingers. His thing is to make candies. He's gonna point over to Lucas. That's how you
I
got
don't know if
better
I
so
like
fast.
these caricatures.
Yeah.
There's more hesitation. Lass. And Captain Threepwood talking. I've gotten to know ye a little bit over the past few days. I like to think that ye a good person. Mightn't be best you don't talk about being able to throw lightning. It's, well, let's just say people wouldn't take kindly to that kind of knowledge.
I've been able to do this for most of my life. Trust me, I know.
You're not helping your case, lass.
Why is that a bad thing?
Some time ago, according to legends. Wait. You ain't heard of these legends. Everyone knows the legends.
No, we're travelers.
Clearly not everyone.
We literally poofed on your boat.
You hear like Cleric Weiss grumbling, travelers are usually the ones telling the stories.
We're travelers from far, far, far away.
All right. It's an old tale, the lightning mancers. They were a very powerful group of mages who said they could, it was said that they could control lightning. They tried to take over, all of Palladium, which that's not a wise thing to do. There was a scuffle, as you might imagine. Most races aren't very keen to that kind of talk. And In that scuffle, there was a great explosion of magical energy and lightning. Well, they were defeated, so the story goes, but in doing so, well, lightning's never exactly been the same since. Sometimes it behaves like normal, sometimes it feels like it goes straight from the ground to the sky. There have been stories of entire villages taken out by lightning storms. Basically, lass, lightning's considered a bit of an ill omen in this world.
Oh. Goody.
That actually explains a lot.
Yeah. I'll bet.
Aye, so mightn't you be keeping that knowledge to yourself?
Well, there goes that plan, because I was going to ask if you had, like, a bunch of rubber or something.
We're underwater. Who's gonna see?
What
Well-
be rubber, lad?
Okay, that answers my question. And he's going to turn over to Anna. Well, you see, if we're underwater, rubber is not conductive, but everything else is conductive. Hey, we're not harmed. Etc., etc.
I feel like you combine 2 points into one, but that's fine.
Well, what I'm trying to say is if we had rubber suits that the three of us could wear, except for you, you could do your lightning powers and we don't get harmed. But it's probably not a good idea anyway. Never mind.
Shrugs.
All right. Is there any other questions you guys can think of to ask these gentlemen?
Oh yeah, just any general dangers that we might come across. It's always a good question.
Well, aye, lad. Like we said, the aquatic trolls are the mean beasts down there. You'll find other things, of course. Well, you might run into them. Large fish, occasional giant squid, maybe a shark or two. Nothing that I'm sure your people couldn't handle, eh?
Neat.
Cool.
And with my magic, as long as you're fast, you'll be able to swim as fast as any of the fish.
How long do we have?
Oh, give or take about 30 minutes or so.
That ain't much.
Yeah, kid kind of squints at him. Well, at the mustache.
You hear like it sounds like someone's blowing out real mustaches, like in a whoomph. I'd say that's a pretty long time for that kind of spell. Half the wizards in the coast wouldn't be able to do it that long. And you hear like a peace cleric. She meant no harm.
It's just not a lot of time to do what we need to do. But it's good to know
Aye.
that
Best you be hurrying then, I think.
Yeah. Let's get on the old dusty water-filled trail.
The what?
it's
Just
not dusty,
go.
but it's water
Let's
filled.
just go. Oh god. You guys are unbearable some.
We have more than one thing.
Alright, so whereabouts is this anchor?
All right. First things first. Are you guys like actually ready to go? Like you are ready to leave?
I think I am. I am bringing actually nothing other than that mithril and some clothes underneath.
Where did everyone's icons go?
We moved up.
We moved up.
I
Here. Go over here.
oh
There you go.
oh
Go.
okay.
Yeah.
Ignore me.
Elora, everyone. Very
Eh.
tired. She's very tired.
I think we
I love
established
it.
early on what kind of session this is going to be.
Yeah.
Wait. So did I hear that correctly? You're not taking anything but your mithril armor and some clothes?
Yeah.
Okay. No weapons.
My
I was
weapons
gonna-
are
Not
my
even
mind.
the globe of daylight
Got it.
thing?
God,
Oh yeah,
I'm just
look,
making
look,
sure.
listen. I'll bring the globe of daylight because I'm not an idiot.
Alright.
But
I
everything else.
I
Go ahead.
Are you done? Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering, I have my boomstick, but I was wondering like how more or less effective it would be underwater because that deals with like kinetic energy, right?
It does. You
So
have no idea. You've never tried it.
I feel like that's going to be a dangerous test, but
Aren't tests fun?
No.
no, kid does not like tests. They're stupid.
What was the mithril armor's thingy, like numbers again?
Oh shit, that's right.
The Mithril Chain Shirt, AR-14, SDC 50. It counts as light armor, so it does not impede your movements or your physical attributes.
Yeah, look at that. It's
Thank
basically slightly
No
better
problem.
than just regular full chainmail, but it's not considered heavy armor.
Where the
So.
fuck?
It's actually pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's better than the armor I brought.
Yeah, it's
Is
actually
there
real
any,
damn
like-
strong.
Is there any like specific spot that I'm not seeing for armor on the character sheet to put that
No,
in? Oh no, there it
because
is.
typically in rifts you don't wear armor like this very often.
Well, no, because
so-
there's the little armor.
Oh yeah, there, yeah,
section.
it's correct. There is a place to write it down, right?
Yeah, I
That is
wanted to-
true.
And what's the? Did you put the stats in there?
The AR is 14.
Yep.
The
So they have
SDC
to get
is 50.
If
And
they
it
get
is
under
light
14,
armor.
then they hit the armor, not you. And if they hit the armor, it can take up to 50 SDC damage.
Boom. All right, perfect.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. So anything else anyone wants to note that they are or are not taking?
I am not bringing the mithril. I'm wearing what my usual garb is.
Okay.
Okay.
I am definitely bringing. I guess since I don't think Lucas is fully trustworthy of the people on the boat, he's definitely going to keep his shurikens on him.
Fair enough.
Besides that, I don't think anything of great importance.
Okay. And honestly, because the only reason why I'm asking is because you will, while you are under the spell, and the cleric would explain this, while you're under the spell, you could carry what you normally carry, and your swim speed will be as if you were walking or running. But in the event that perhaps the spell runs out and you're still underwater, it then becomes very important what you are or are not carrying. So best to figure
Best
that
to
out in
state,
advance.
Yeah. I'm not wearing the heavy armor that I bought earlier, and I'm not bringing the pole arm because I'm going to try and use that psychic power that we talked about last time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm bringing my staff.
Okay.
No one will stop you.
What you want? All right, are we good?
All right. Yeah, except for Kid. What you bringing? What you not bringing?
I'm bringing the fancy tunic armor that they apparently get to wear as a dress, and the boomstick because why not? And that's it. Well,
Okay.
and the necklace. Never mind.
Gotcha.
And that was 50 extra ISP or whatever.
It should be 20.
Oh, 20.
Actually, Squee,
Mhm.
Lucas is actually going to wander back into the room, over here. Look for the chief mustache.
Gotcha. The captain will say, "Aye, lad, I thought you were headed underwater."
I was going to say, I'm not too familiar with the spell. Can you still, like, talk or cast things underwater with that on?
I'm afraid you'd have to be asking the cleric that. I'm not one for magic.
I'm gonna go find the cleric.
Sorry, man. You specifically said the captain.
Cleric.
Cleric is back over where you guys were. And we'll say you ask him the same question, and he goes, "Aye, well, that do be a bit of a problem, lad. You typically, for most magic, have to speak the words and speak them properly. If you're a practitioner of magic such as myself, you know these. That's why a spell such as silence is so bloody effective. Water, for all intents and purposes, unless you have the ability to speak under it, acts very similarly. There are ways around it, but unfortunately, I don't have anything of that nature under my disposal. Usually, there's if you plan on casting magic underwater, you would wear some form of special apparatus made usually of glass or tempered translucent material of some kind to give you air, so to speak, to say what you need to.
So that whole, like, breathing underwater is more of like a,
It just gives you gills, lad. Lets you breathe the water. Doesn't affect how talking underneath it sounds.
Right. So, he turns to Isaac. If you want, let's just say, a long, colorful rope, I might need to do it before we go down.
Okay.
Lucas
real
waits
quick.
for any sort of instructions, shrugs, and starts casting a spell after a while.
What
Yes,
were you
kid?
waiting for?
If you needed a colored rope or not.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, might be a good idea.
Kid, you have a plus symbol.
Yes. I was thinking that maybe so that we don't like, because there's only so much rope that he can make, or at least I'm assuming there's only so much rope that he can make. We could probably like what are the clips that climbers will use?
Carabiners?
You mean climbing claws?
No. The snappy clips that people will use for like.
Carabiners?
Yeah, sure, whatever. But they we could probably use something like that maybe, or like to attach us by separate ropes to the rope so that we can't stray like very far from it. Otherwise we might not be able to get back.
I don't think I have anything that can snip clip to it, but I can make multiple if you'd like.
Do the thing.
I keep giving you options. You just say yes, but I'll
Make
do it.
4. How much PPE does it take to make 4?
To make 4, how long would you like it?
I would like it as long as possible. Even if it's 1,000 feet, make 4,000 feet of rope, and we are golden.
That's a lot of rope.
That's a lot of rope.
Lad, I think that might be a tad excessive.
We need to find the boat again.
Aye.
Do you know how deep the bottom is?
Well, we have a good idea, yes. Well, and he'll come over and he'll show you, he'll point to, no, he will tap. You'll hear a sound as
Okay.
the chain on the anchor is kind of jingled or slapped. Aye, the anchor hits ground about, 100 paces below. Give or take.
So 100 feet? How much is a pace to feet?
I don't know if he knows what that
I
is.
need accurate dimensions,
Yeah.
sir. Accurate dimensions.
We will just say that converts to 1 foot for the sake of simplicity, so that we don't spend half the session converting their paces to your feet. Yeah. No, that's fine. It's a fair question to ask. Absolutely.
That was
we'll
just character to the dude.
Got it. Yeah. But we'll say, just for the sake of expediency, it's the same. It's the same.
All right, cool. So 100 feet down. How long can you make this rope? Lucas.
Look, math is a little bit not my strongest suit. I can give you one. It just take a little bit of time.
Sure. Just give me a lot of rope, like an enormous amount. More than enough to go down, and more than enough to go down 2 more times. How about that?
I can tell you right now, I did some quick calculations in my head. He can do over 6,000 feet.
Oh. Okay. Let's go with 500. Does that sound good with everybody?
Technically, Byrne asked for 16,000 feet, so I think you're falling short, pal.
I'm quite sure he asked for 1,000 feet.
Yes, that's what I originally asked for.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 4,000 feet.
No.
Well, by all means, you're more than welcome to
500?
Let's see, 500 per.
No, just 500 total.
Total? Oh,
Yeah.
shoot, I can do 500 total easy.
Okay, there you go. 500 total. I'll lug it down.
Let's see. 8. So I'll cast that around, let's just say 7 times.
Okay.
so you make 7 500 feet ropes?
7 80 feet ropes.
Oh, got it.
It's actually, that's the length of an individual handkerchief.
Makes sense.
Damn.
Is 80 feet.
Wow. Okay. That's a lot of handkerchiefs. All right, so 560 feet. That sounds good. I will coil it and put it around my character like a bandolier.
Okay. All right. With that, the cleric will cast on each of you in turn, Breathe Without Air, which allows you to do exactly that. You can breathe in water, in a vacuum, pretty much anywhere that there is no air. It allows you to still breathe. Though, as Lucas brought up, a very good point, it does not mean it allows you to talk. You can talk, but you guys have all talked underwater. It comes out like... I am open to any ideas if you guys want to try and improve upon that, but at the moment, that's where you stand. He will also cast Swim as Fish. Give me 1 second. I'm looking up that spell so that I can tell you guys exactly what it will let you do, because, it'd be nice to have that ability, or to know what you can and can't do.
So, general goal, who's there to search, and who's there to generally guard against?
I am guard.
I am probably guard.
I guess I'll search then.
Yeah, we'll do a half guard, half search. Why not?
Give me a second here. Try and find this real quick. I had this all pulled up last time. Didn't think to pull it up at the start of the session. Sorry, guys. Give me just one moment.
You fool.
Which spell's limiting us to 30 minutes again?
Well, both of them are actually right around 30 minutes. I gave you the shorter duration because that would be the. Actually, what I gave you was the duration of the breathe without air.
Okay.
I think the swim as a fish gives you a little bit longer, but actually, I'm about to find out now.
I'd rather breathe, so.
Right.
Well, also, if you run out of the breathing spell, you can shoot yourself towards the surface much faster.
Oh, it's swim like a dolphin. I'm sorry, not a fish.
Whoa.
Oh, we're even more
That's much
efficient than
I
different.
can't
everything.
believe
Right.
you.
Oh, that's
Wow.
actually much different. Okay.
Is it?
Let's see here.
That is
Yeah.
very different for the spell.
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because swim
It
as a fish is written different. That's actually a dolphin magic spell. Damn, that's cool. Did you know that dolphins can be mages too?
Yes, I
Boy, howdy!
read that.
Boy howdy. Boy
my gosh,
howdy.
a cowboy dolphin.
partner.
All right, so
No,
you're
wrong place.
endowed with the ability to swim like a dolphin. This is a superior swimming ability, 98% perfect, enabling those enchanted to swim at maximum speed of 50 miles per hour, leap out of the water at 15 feet into the air, hold their breath for 6. Wait, no, that can't be right. That cannot be right. That's not what I had written down. I'm sorry, guys. I am out of it. No, there's
Are
a
you
swim as a
thinking-
fish spell.
Yeah,
Right?
swim as a fish,
Yeah.
lesser and superior.
Why am I not finding that?
Which
I'm in
book
the
are you
wrong
looking in?
place.
Are you looking in the Book of
Palladium.
Magic?
No, Palladium. This needs to be here though, because I saw it. Because I'm going by Palladium because that's where he's from.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem to have it here for some reason. All right, you know what? Sorry, guys. I apologize, but give me 1 second because that is really not what he's casting on you.
Yeah, that's why I was super surprised. Like, dude, what?
Give me a
Here we
second.
go.
That's crazy.
I might have pulled this from
cool.
Rifts.
You very
Yeah.
well could have.
So give me one moment again.
No problem. I'm
Um,
gonna take a quick break.
all right. Tell you what, Piph, while I'm doing this, roll me a D100.
Oh God, here you go. There's that number for you.
Well, that sure did happen.
Nice crunchy 28 for you.
All right. You will, as you're getting ready, you'll feel a tug on your clothes, and you'll see a bright orange mustache next to you.
Yeah.
Sir, I heard you talking about wanting to cast spells.
Well, I do like them, yes.
Yes. Well, my ma was a bit of a spellcaster, and she taught me this trick when I was young. I can't cast the magic myself, had no much need for it, but well, I do happen to have a sheep's bladder here that well, typically we tend to use it as a little bit of extra air if we're underwater. You breathe into it or fill it with air and close it tight, and you got yourself like a little tiny inflated balloon of sorts. But she said that, well, in a dire emergency, she'd be able to speak into it once and use it to cast a spell.
Ooh.
Though I'm afraid it only works the once, and then, well, kind of lets all the air out, if you know what I mean.
I'm going to say yes.
Aye, so I was just wondering, maybe if it might help you, I'd be more than happy to lend it to you.
Oh, thank goodness. I was
want that
hoping to
back.
find maybe a sheep, but yeah, no, I can, if you mind.
You're gonna find a sheep?
Yeah, to get their bladder, right? Or is that a
Right,
goat?
no, because what sheep wouldn't be perfectly willing?
If you ask nice enough.
Lucas, you will feel something very rubbery touch your hand.
Ooh. I hope this is what I think it is. Mm.
Okay, there we go. All right. Swim as fish. Oh, it is exactly the same, actually. So you got 30 minutes either way.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah. Yep. See, incarnation that provides the character with exceptional swimming capabilities equal to an advanced swimming and scuba skills combined. The base skill is 96%, can swim distances of 100% strength, PS, which is physical strength, in yards, meters without tiring, survive in depths up to 600 feet without special gear, and is a +1 to parry and dodge while in the water. And, this is important to note, can hold your breath for up to 5 minutes at a time.
Would you be able to like copy paste that into the?
Sure, will do. Though, now that I'm thinking about this, I was going to say, hey, that's really helpful, except not quite, because if you're breathing without air, that means you don't have a breath to hold. So, if you run out of breathe without air, you're still going to be in trouble. Yeah.
And they run out at the same time, so you can't be like, well, then you got like 5 minutes to hold your breath.
So we're
Yeah.
going to have to time this very carefully.
Someone just count to 30 minutes.
Don't let it
Actually,
be kid.
no. Sorry. You guys actually do have that longer than you have breathe without air. So breathe without air is 30 minutes. That
Oh,
makes 50 minutes of swim as fish.
Oh, so you do get the
Wow.
5 minute. Okay.
Well, yeah, you'll actually have 20 minutes where you can swim as a fish, but you can't breathe. So.
But we can hold our breath for 5.
Mm-mm.
Damn.
No, that's
This
the thing. That's what I'm
math.
telling you. You won't have a breath to hold. You won't be breathing air.
Hmm.
Therefore, you have no breath to hold. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What if I held my breath before I went down?
Then you could do it for 5 minutes before you'd have to let that go and start breathing not air.
But if I didn't breathe the air in my mouth.
That doesn't make any sense, Lucas.
Piph, please.
Because I can't breathe air.
No. This isn't Piph. That's a Lucas talking. I know. All right, so yeah, so in case it becomes relevant, you have 50 minutes to swim as fish, 30 minutes of breathe without air, and you can swim a distance each round equal to your physical strength score. So, like, if your physical strength is 18, you can swim up to 18 feet per melee round, melee action, not round.
Woo.
Make sense?
Mhm.
Good. Groovy. And if you have to perform a swim check, it's at 96%.
Is there an ability to forego that and do my normal stuff? Because
What
I
do you
think
mean?
my swim normal might be better than that.
Yeah, if you have swim as a
Yeah.
skill, then it should be at like 98, which is what I have.
Yeah. If you have swim as a skill, the only reason why I could see you taking that is maybe if you wanted that +1 to parry and dodge, if it doesn't already give you that.
No, I don't think that's what that does. No.
So here's the things that it might do for you that I don't know if you can or can't use. You can survive in the depths up to 600 feet, and you get a +1 to parry and dodge while in water.
Those are both pretty good. I just hate to be like, yes, I'll remove my physical endurance and my speed for my physical strength.
I will tell you that he's fairly confident that the depth is about 100 feet. 100 feet, without special equipment, if you have the swim skill, I'd say you could probably do that. I mean, like 100 feet is humans can do that. It'd be very uncomfortable. I gotta imagine like their ears would be popping normally. but I'm sure that humans dive to 100 feet without special equipment.
Oh God, yes. There's entire competitions dedicated.
Yeah.
to
Yeah, so he's fairly confident it's about 100 feet down, Piph, if you want to go. So basically, all you would have to worry about, all that swim as a fish would give you, not that it's a small thing, but that +1 to parry and dodge.
I think I'll gain a boatload more mobility
Okay.
and endurance
Well, then,
doing it the other way.
your swim skill lasts forever.
Sure does. I would technically have a smaller percentage of swim, but by like 6.
Oh, yeah. Just don't do anything fancy.
Yeah, no backflips.
All right. Anything else? So, Piph, yeah, you feel something rubbery in your hand. If you take a minute to kind of mess around with it, you can find the opening. You're going to have to do it all by feel because this is completely invisible. But you can breathe into it and hold it shut, and that will give you enough talking space to cast one spell of your choice.
Okay.
Alrighty.
You got it. I would definitely like to do that if you're waiting for me to say that.
No. I just kind of assumed. I just didn't think he'd be like, no, I don't like magic. When was Lucas ever wanted that?
Throws it down the floor.
When was Lucas?
No.
All right. Okay. Anything else before you guys jump off?
No.
Sweet. Okay. So you guys jump off. First things first. I assume you're following the chain of the anchor down to the bottom. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys jump off. When you enter the water, everyone, Lucas, I'll describe you. So, well, Lucas, I don't need to describe you. You know what it's like to be in water. You have the swim skill. Oh, kid, are you taking the swim skill or the swim spell?
Well, as soon as the spell ends, I get my normal skill anyway, so...
Correct. Right. But like we were talking with Piph, do you want... Because with your swim skill, especially you, I think you'd probably move faster, but you wouldn't get that +1 to parry and dodge. It's up to you. Because I believe, Piph, when you use the swim skill, what's your speed?
Jeez. All right. I'm gonna have to definitely like triple check this. I think it is comparable to normal speed, but I'm gonna have to like make sure this is.
I'll check too, in case I find it faster than you.
Also, which book are you going by? Because Lucas is technically an Ultimate Edition character.
That's what I actually have open right now. So,
All right.
So that's what I'll be going by. Swimming, physical skills, right over here.
Wait, you're finding it way faster than I will.
All right. So when you are swimming, let's see. You can swim a distance equal to 3 times your physical strength in yards or meters per melee round. Per melee round.
Oh,
Keep in mind that's per round.
No.
Whereas
That's
the spell is your physical strength per action.
oh,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
that would be way better. So it's still based on my physical strength,
Yeah, because you're pulling yourself.
not my physical endurance
No.
or my speed.
No. I mean, it kind of makes sense because when you're swimming, you're using your arms and legs to propel yourself. Like, I get that the endurance would dictate how long you can go, but it wouldn't dictate how fast you can go.
Okay.
All right, so he cast it on all of you.
Okay.
It's fine. It doesn't hurt him either way. He can cast it, I think, on up to like 10 people. So He'll cast it on you guys, and then you jump off the ship. And as you slide into the water, it feels like a second home to you. As you begin to go down the chain, I imagine that many of you instinctually hold your breath because breathing underwater is something that bodies aren't meant to do, your bodies at least. But eventually you kind of fight the urge and you expel the air and take a deep intake of water, and you're fine. It's the weirdest sensation. The water is cold and you can feel it fill your lungs, and it's very, very discomforting the first time you do it. As you feel the water enter and fill your lungs, you have an urge almost to cough it up, but the second it fills completely, that feeling disappears, and it's a strange sensation. You feel your diaphragm going back and forth as if you're trying to draw breath. And instead of drawing air, you feel yourself drawing and expelling water. But you do not have an urge to breathe. It takes, I bet, again, I'm not telling you about your characters, but I bet it would take a fair bit of time to get fully used to as you continue making your way down the chain. You get about maybe 20 feet down, and at that point, the lights from above the ship are completely drowned out by the water, and you are in pitch blackness. You can continue going down the chain without being able to see anything, only going by feel. I would like everyone to roll a D100, get under your physical prowess times 5. So not hard, but
So if it's
Okay.
I'm sorry,
If
times
it's
4. Times 4.
times
because-
4.
Yeah, because
Okay,
times
yeah.
5, most of you would be like, yep, no problem. Times 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Did it.
Yeah, kid did it.
Yeah.
78 out of 92.
Okay, good. So you're all able to keep, even though you can't see, you're feeling your way down the chain, which is a fairly thick chain. The links, you can barely get your grasp around a link. That's how thick the chain is, or around the side of a link. But you're able to keep your grip and pull yourself down towards the bottom. And after, it's really hard to tell exactly how far down you go when you can't really see. But after a good 30, 40, maybe a minute, seconds, you feel soft sand underneath you and the head of the anchor.
All right.
The anchor.
So what I'm going to do is I can't cast, so I'm going to figure out something.
Are you trying to do the Globe of Daylight?
Yeah. I was
We
thinking of
can-
trying to do it without the thing, but you know what? Let's use the star. Yeah, use the star so that we
Okay.
can have it hover over the anchor, tie the handkerchiefs to that anchor.
Got it.
And then what I'm physically going to do is Isaac has the handkerchiefs kind of in a coil around him. He's gonna take it off and drop it to the bottom, so that the inner side is loose, so that you can pull it along. The outer side he's going to tie to the anchor, so that we can just hold the end and pull
Mhm.
the rope along. If you get what I mean.
Yes, I do totally. Question: how much light does it emit?
The globe of daylight?
Mhm.
Like
What square footage does it illuminate? Do you have that in front
if
of
I
you?
recall correctly, this was equal to a level 5 spell. So
Right. That is correct. I just don't have the
the range should
actual globe
be
of daylight.
it should still be 30 feet. I don't think the range increases. by
Yeah, it's just
level
the
up.
duration.
Yeah.
Alright,
So 30 feet.
so...
A 30 feet square.
Got it. Well, circular. Yeah.
Yeah. 30-foot radius.
Alright. There you go. I am moving you guys over to a new map. You
Please.
might have to hunt for yourselves for a bit,
Okay.
but you'll find yourselves.
I can't see anything.
It's just black.
It's just
Hang
black.
Yeah,
on.
I zoomed out completely.
No, that would be because. How
Layers.
about now?
Oh, there you go. Hello.
Okay.
I can't.
All right. Yeah. No, I just got Isaac. I have to make sure all your characters have sight.
Oh, there you go.
I have to make sure you're not blind.
That should have pinged everybody to the right place.
No one's
This
doing
one.
nothing.
This one.
Oh. All right, kid. Just gotta get you.
Oh, sure, make me the last.
And there you go.
Hey!
Ta-da! Okay, so you have a globe of daylight attached to, see this thing right here? It's attached to the anchor. Is there a specific spot on the anchor you'd want it? Because it actually does, because if you have it here, you have more light this way. Here, you have more light that way. It does make a little bit of difference. Not much, but where would you want to put it?
I'm fine with that place right now. What I'm
Okay.
trying to do is I'm trying to just give us light so we can tie this.
Mm-hmm.
And can we see the light of the artifact from here?
No.
Okay. So we have absolutely no way of knowing. Alright. So, we choose a direction and we go forth. We can see a rock in the northwestern section. Bit of moss in the southeast section. Where do you guys want to go?
1 second.
We're gonna have to do most of our navigation by pointing. So Isaac points around and does a shrug.
It's
Underwater.
gonna go this way.
Alright.
All right. Do you not? Wasn't the plan to cast a globe of daylight on yourself and take it with you? I remember you mentioning something to that effect.
Yeah, let's have it come with us. So have it hover above
Yeah.
Isaac.
Oh, you can only cast one at a time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Isn't that one the artifact though, or the
That's the
little,
artifact, but I didn't know the
doohickey?
thing about the actual word casting. So I can't cast while underwater.
Correct.
Yeah, so I can't cast another globe of daylight. We're gonna have to bring that one with us.
Okay, so I'm just like quickly looking into, because I have a psychic ability called night vision.
Oh,
So I was just looking to see how exactly that would work. Because I'm just because I know if I'm suddenly exposed to light, it will make me blind. But it also
Right.
says I need some existing light for it to work.
There is no light down here except for that spell. I mean,
It-
think
it's
about
like low
the
light.
normal ocean. Now think about the ocean underground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know. I'm
Yeah,
more
yeah,
saying
yeah.
if
So-
I activate the psychic ability now, will I be blind or will I be fine?
Within the light, you would be blinded because the globe of daylight is like in this circle. It is bright as day.
yeah.
Okay, fair.
Isaac, roll me an intelligence check. Basically, just roll a d100 and get under your IQ times 3.
Times 3. Let me.
Should the rest of
All
us
right.
do that, or
No, just Isaac for now. All right. Yeah, your
No.
character. Oh. Sure. You know what? Yeah, everyone, go ahead and do that. Kid, you as well, and anyone who wants to.
Under what again?
3 times your IQ.
did it?
Kid, you're knocking it out of the park.
No.
There would technically be no reason why you couldn't cast a globe of daylight on the surface of the water and then go down.
True, but I didn't think about that.
Right.
And the globe
but
of daylight only
kid,
lasts for 4 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, kid might have figured that out. That's why I was having you guys roll.
Should do so. Is this for like a retcon or just,
No,
like in general?
no, it's not a retcon. It's just something that your character would think of now.
Okay.
Because the idea is it's difficult because we're not our characters. You know, we don't live with the same skills and concepts our characters do. So on a certain level, kid has a better understanding of how this works than you or I do.
Mm-hmm.
So no, it would be, as you guys are trying to figure this out, it'd be something that might occur to Kid. Now, how and if you can use that information is up to you.
We have 30 minutes, guys.
Yeah, we have 30 minutes,
All right.
and
So,
I can take the Globe of Daylight with me. I can have it move around on my turn. That's what Globe of Daylight does.
mm-hmm.
So I'll
just
take
tie it
the
to
Globe
yourself?
of Daylight with me. Yeah, tie it
All
to
right.
myself.
Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give you light. You emit light.
I don't see anything.
I know, because I have to give it to him first. There you go.
Yay! He's a beacon.
You emit light.
So, please, by all means, show me the way. Show me the way.
Bum, 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 bum. Should we be rolling like search checks or something?
No. So here's how this is going to work. The light of the artifact is very faint underwater. You will see it when you get close enough to it, if you get close enough to it, and you'll know it'll be a bluish glow. But
And how are we going to time this?
Because I'm going to be measuring.
That's
Who
why I'm
is
doing the orange light. The
right.
orange
No,
line.
yeah, no. But I'm saying. So who is the slowest swimmer here? Who has the lowest physical strength score?
I have
a
18.
19.
It's Lucas
What do you got, Lucas?
with a 14.
14.
Yeah.
How many actions per melee round do you have?
I have like 6.
All right. No, I'll just keep this simple. We will do. Let me get a calculator out here. Basically, as I do this, I'll explain to you guys. You will move a certain amount of time, and then I will do stuff, and then you will move a certain amount of time again. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you'll move 42 feet in any direction you like, and then I will do the same. All right?
Yes.
So we'll say, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
84. Sure. You know what? 84 makes more sense. Thank you, Lucas. So 84 feet, you're like at 40 right now, so you can move another 40 feet in a direction of your choosing.
Kid, lead the way.
Oh boy! Oh god. Okay. I've got the frickin' YouTube window open along with 3 Galaxies, and I keep clicking on the YouTube window instead. Fun time.
All right, stop.
Where's Anna? There we go.
Okay, and okay. Give me a second here, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And okay. Okay. Move again.
Kid, take it away.
All right, kids, stop. Isaac, go ahead and move up to her.
Oh, hello.
Oh. Ah!
As you're
That's
swimming
unfortunate.
around,
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You brought us into this mess, kid.
You're the one who told me to lead!
I know.
literally went right to.
We
Damn
went
it.
really right to them.
Okay, I'll just explain this a little bit so that you guys. You notice I rolled 2d10s. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Those were directions. Everything started off in a certain location and kind of just wanders around like sea creatures do. It is entirely possible this could have all happened without you running into anything. You went right to them.
Well, fuck.
Well done. Kid,
Yes.
Isaac, Anna, and Lucas, as you guys are swimming along in the blackness, and you're passing by different ruined. It looks like that this was at one point an ancient city, because you see on the floor several ruined pieces of stone that look like they were worked stone. Like this right here, it has right angles and jagged edges that don't seem natural. So maybe a building of some kind. But as you continue on moving, you see a blur of motion at the edge of Isaac's light. And then you kind of squint your eyes to look at that. What was that? And then you see a troll just burst into the light, swimming straight for you guys. I'm going to need everyone to roll for initiative, please.
Yay.
And that's one of the pluses that we get, the +1 to initiative with the...
No. Parry and dodge.
Oh, parry and dodge. Never mind.
Parry and dodge.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Man, you have 7 attacks. Holy shit.
I know, it's great.
Turn. Can you do me a favor?
Do you
My
not have
bookmark
the...
last time. My bookmark didn't save that. I know you copy pasted it to me last time, and I edited my bookmark, but I may not have hit save when I did it.
All
For
right,
the
just give me a
initiative,
second.
it's pinned in the...
Yeah, it's pinned in the chat.
Oh, never mind.
That's
It's
how I found
asking
it.
me to gain permission from this?
Yeah, that's why. That's
You
why.
have
That's
the
exactly
wrong
what happened to me.
one.
Yeah,
Go
go
to
to
Discord.
this
Oh,
hidden
okay. Yeah,
chat.
no, I
Pins.
can find it.
So, okay, I see what happened here. Yeah, I went to edit my bookmark last time, and I guess because multitasking's never been my strong suit, I probably changed it and then just didn't save the change. Sorry,
Don't
I'm
worry
good
about
now.
it.
Saved, and I am here. Internet? Yeah, there we go. All right. Sure. That
Water
works.
troll, what the fuck?
It is.
It
There you
looks like there's a second one just hovering on the edge, guys.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't it though?
Waiter troll.
He only gets less than minimum wage. No wonder he's so angry.
It's so infuriating. That whole thing is so infuriating. US.
Guys, that was a conversation pre-stream.
I know, but it's so infuriating.
All right. Hey, good news, guys. They don't have any bonuses to their initiative, at least.
Yay!
Neither do I. At least not when
I am
have
trying to give you
guns.
silver
Sure
lining.
rolled a 3.
Boy. 7. and a
Sure
5.
rolled a 3.
Wait, what? No,
Hello,
7
kiddo.
is not a 5, Squee. In any stretch of the imagination. All
Alright,
right.
you good to sort?
I am good to sort, sir.
Oh, okay. It
Okay.
has been sorted.
Kid, you see it
Woo.
rushing at you, but you are far faster.
Okay. We haven't done this in a while, but I believe we decided that for flooping things into the ether, they get a chance to resist, correct?
Correct.
And that's a what save?
That would just be a save against magic.
Oh, okay.
Or, sorry, that's a psionic ability, not a magical ability.
Oh, right. Yes. Duh. I should know this.
So it's
Yeah.
save versus psionics.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. So Kid's gonna rush at this thing and try and grab it. And...
Okay. I just, because we haven't done this in a while, just so you are aware, you know you can't leave them there, right?
I thought that was the point, but never mind.
No, because then you could just defeat anything and everything. No, that's not
Why
even a
not?
mechanical thing. The reason is because when you are in that dimension, you can't technically do anything. You can't let go or grab, or you're just there and then you're not.
No, but that was like the whole thing when
You can take them with you. The only person you've ever flooped with you was Tessa, and Tessa came right back with you.
You
Yeah,
took a
but-
bomb off of her while you were in there.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the bomb exploded. Sure. Oh no, you did leave the bomb there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
if
that's
it's
why-
already happened in the past, then sure.
Yeah, that's why I was confirming, like, there was, because a bomb can't really resist psionics.
Tell you what, for now we'll say yes. Later we'll discuss that, because that might be an insanely powerful ability otherwise.
You say that like I'll abuse it. I would never.
But I don't like saying no to things just because it makes you strong. So we'll discuss it at a session. For now, we'll say sure.
So then Kid's gonna bum rush this ugly fucker and hopefully pop him into the void.
Okay.
So that's okay.
Give me a second as he gets a chance to try and save against psionics. He does.
What?
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean Kid just poofs without him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I think a fair, just thinking this off the top of my head, because I may have made rules for this, but I don't have it written down anywhere. It makes perfect sense that you could do that. It also makes perfect sense that they wouldn't be stuck there forever. They would eventually pop back out. But I think that would basically be, I think a fair way to do it would be they're stuck there until they roll a save versus psionics. So that could be a very long
think
time
that's
if they
fair.
suck at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does everyone think that's fair?
Yeah,
Because
think that's
I don't
fair.
want to tell kids she can't do that. That's really cool. So yeah, they're stuck there if they fail. They're stuck there until they succeed.
Yeah, and also at the same time, going up to Emperor Prozac and going, "Hey, come with me, floop," and then leaving him there with no chance of anything is kinda
Awesome. Yeah,
it's kind
I
of
know.
awesome, yes, but
It's kind of
Pretty cool.
awesome.
pretty cool. But I mean,
Like as a GM, like I should be saying no, but like as Squee, I'm like that is kind of cool. Yeah, so I think that's a fair compromise. They would be stuck there until they save versus psionics, which, by the way, is not the easiest thing to do. It's harder to save against psionics than it is magic. So,
Yay.
all right,
Plus,
but
apparently psionics isn't really a thing in this world, so.
well, no, it is actually.
Is it?
I mean,
I'm
you
here.
guys haven't seen anything that says that it's not.
Alright.
yeah.
Anyways. So yeah, that's my turn, I guess.
All right, yeah, kid disappear. Kid charges the troll and disappears. That's all you guys see. right.
Floop.
Anna, your turn. Yeah, because you don't know what kid was trying to do.
So it's safe to assume there's at least something in the shadow here.
Oh, okay. The light
Safe
just
to
went out.
assume. I can see you, kid. Don't worry.
Okay, so I can get to him and hit him with my staff. That-
Yes, I would give you a -2 only because he is right out the edge of the light.
Fair
Does that
enough.
make sense? He's a little harder to see. Just a -2 to your hit.
With that including the strike bonus, because I'm gonna try and get better at doing bonuses.
Yeah. So you would include your strike bonus, and then whatever the end tally is, just reduce that by 2.
Okay. So usually it's +8, so here's a +6.
Yeah.
13.
Makes sense. That's definitely enough to hit. He is going to try and parry. Bum. Give me a second here. They are not the best. No, they are really not the best.
Ooh, that is not what I need to roll.
Like you hit him, and then like a second later,
Oh, poor buddy. There we go. For damage.
okay. Thank you very much. What are you hitting him with again? Sorry.
My staff.
Your staff. Got it. You get a solid thunk directly on him, and you feel like something kind of cracked underneath it.
Not bad, not bad.
Hmm?
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. All right. Isaac, your turn.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to concentrate, and I am going to use a psychic ability to summon my Psy Blade. Now, how it's going to look is Isaac is going to drop the handkerchief into his belt, kind of loop it in between a couple of his belt buckle, or his belt and whatever. He is going to throw his hands together, concentrate for 15 seconds, then bring it apart, and there will be a pole-like thing that looks like it's made out of sunlight. It doesn't actually give off light, but it just looks like it's made out of a very bright light. And after pulling and pulling, it will develop a blade at the very end. And it will look like a psychic scythe. That is going to take all of my actions for this round. There you go.
All right. With that, Water Troll. Water Troll. What will it do? Well, let me see if Kid at least distracted it a little bit. Yeah. So Kid like swims at it, maybe makes like a like an underwater yell, and then floop, Kid's gone. Troll swings at where Kid was, hitting absolutely nothing. The other one, however, is going to take a swipe directly at Anna.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what it does. Anna, this is just aiming straight for your body. He's trying to like hit you with his claws. And no.
Oh no, not in the
No.
slightest.
It's the second one in a row for this troll. So no. Nope. It's not. It is not its day. That's their turns.
I bonked it a little too hard on the head.
Lucas.
There's I am Lucas.
Yes, you are.
Great trolls.
Mm-hmm.
How is there like what is their general shtick at the moment? Are they like walking across the floor? Are they swimming around?
They're swimming.
And they have a general like human anatomy: 2 arms, 2 legs.
Yes, 2 arms, 2 legs. What looks like bloated bellies. They are quite a bit bigger than you guys. Fins on their extremities.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I guess Lucas will take out one of his special shurikens and try to toss it underwater at this general beast over here.
Okay.
It's shuriken of magical quality. One that is of water.
Mm-hmm. It explodes as it touches its only weakness. More water.
He will try to toss actually a second one as well. I think he'll try the earth one. See exactly how this works.
Okay.
So I'm dueling, so I can't do auto whatevers, but I mean I don't think that really matter too much. Yeah, okay.
Okay. So what I would say is that your shurikens, with the exception of the water shuriken, would have reduced range. What's your average range for those shurikens?
They can go up to 1,000 feet.
Yep. Reduced range by half.
Oh no!
Yeah. So they can only go 500 feet underwater, Piph. I'm
Damn
sorry,
it!
but that's the quality that you purchased.
Wait,
That is
so 2,000
definitely-
halved?
No, 8,000 feet.
Okay.
Halved. Yeah. Well, can't parry shuriken. Gonna try and dodge it. Give me a second here.
This is a clump shot. If he does dodge, he'll dodge both.
It's true. It is definitely true.
Is it? Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah. It's technically not.
That is not enough to dodge.
Eat damage.
All right. 26 damage. Nice. Very nice. All right, give me a second here. So that means that he is at this many.
One of the shurikens looks like it went a lot faster than the other.
All right. Okay. Lucas, that's your turn. Kid, back to you. Where are you flooping to?
That's a good question because I can't see
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, oops. I sent you to the map layer. You're now one with the map. Oh, no, I sent this to the map layer. Whoops. Well,
Kid, you're lost.
She's on. Yeah, you're lost forever. There you are. Go ahead.
Hey, now I can see.
Ooh. Just so I can know this is correct. Does that dodge? Does he have auto dodge?
No, he does not. I need
Okay.
to mark that off.
I would
Because
probably
it's like,
just be
ooh,
like,
auto dodge, folks.
No. God, if they had a +8 auto dodge, that'd be crazy.
yeah, kid would just.
We're fighting
be like,
juicers here, folks. Jeez.
Even juicers usually don't have a +8 to their auto dodge.
They can if they're high enough.
That's true.
Do you mean
kid.
level or just?
Kid, can you see
Both.
anything? Kid.
yes.
Oh, kid.
Uh-huh.
Oh, kid.
Uh-huh.
Please take 2 SDC damage as I rolled 2d6 and got 2 1s. Because you just flooped into a rock.
Oh, mean.
I want to point out, she put it there.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
All right,
Damn it.
Isaac, you gotta
Damn.
go back though, buddy.
I know, I was just showing
yeah,
where she
I know.
landed.
I know. I appreciate it that you should. Yes, but yeah, you flooped right into a rock.
There.
But hey, on the bright side, I rolled 2 1s. So.
Hey.
All right, kid. Unfortunately, that's your action. As you floop face first into a rock.
No save against stuns.
No save against rock.
Oh, why
No
not?
save against the rock.
Anna, your turn.
Let's hit them with the pole again.
All right.
Doo-doo. 22.
Jeez. Yeah. It's been doing really badly. It's gonna try and actually dodge this time. Oh, and it does. It gracefully swims to the side and dodges your attack, but that does take an action. All right. Isaac, you're pulling out sun reap thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that takes the entire round.
Yeah, I know.
So that's why
this
I've never
troll-
really used it.
This troll, its quarry gone, focuses on the next closest target. Swims over to Anna and strikes at her with a claw. 9, Anna?
Can I parry that?
Yeah, I would say he's not directly... Well, yeah, he's not directly behind you because you were facing this direction, right?
Mhm.
So I would say that this is to your side. You could probably see and parry.
Okay. Did the fish thing affect parry bonuses or no? I don't
Yes.
remember.
Plus
yes,
1.
you got a +1.
As all fish do. Okay, yeah, that's enough to parry it. You're able to parry it to the side. Well done.
Does parry take an action? I don't remember.
You have auto parrying.
You have
Okay.
auto parry. And then the other one, excuse me, who is now directly behind you, is going to attack you because you had to turn to parry that first one.
Fair enough.
Oh my god, that is the third one in his roll.
I might have given him concussion.
A what? A what?
A cock, no.
Concussion.
Oh my
You literally
Wow.
turn your back to him and he still can't hit you.
Oh.
Well, Lucas.
Oh boy. More testing, more testing. He's gonna switch out the water for fire. Let's see how fire works underwater. Sure.
Experimentation.
The one that's swinging at you know what? I want to swim out of his sight. Actually, no, I shouldn't. I mean, if I miss him, I'm not gonna hit my teammate. Wait, can I move that
What
far?
are you throwing? What are you throwing?
My shurikens. Hold on, I have to see how far. That's too far. And go.
Do the ones you throw come back to you?
Yes.
Got it. I thought so, but I wanted to be clear.
I'm gonna try to get more behind him,
Got it.
so he can't just see me doing this shit. Ninja class 101. Don't let them see you do things. Take this, big man.
All right.
That's fine if you can still dodge. I don't mind.
No. I was debating it only for a second because technically our from behind rule is for parries only. However, if it was a more intelligent creature, I might say yes. They're not so smart, so go ahead and do damage, sir.
So how does fire? Does fire do any interesting properties?
Yes, and it is magical, so it would work underwater, I suppose. So basically, just do damage. It does interesting stuff, but you don't know what that is.
Okay.
25. Nice. You're rolling high. Well, actually, that's pretty average, isn't it? Okay.
That is.
As the fire shuriken bites into him, you see the skin around it start to char and blacken.
Ooh.
Okay.
Crispy.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's your action. And Kid, we're back up to you.
Oh boy. Well, that was embarrassing. Luckily, nobody
No one saw it.
It's dark.
As far as they know, Kid's still gone.
Alrighty. Is this guy still kicking or what? What's going on with that?
Kicking?
Alive.
Is this one alive? Yeah.
I haven't killed him yet.
Yes. However, you can't see him.
That's.
I mean,
true.
I know
Alright.
you can on the map, but technically that's only because he's touching the light. So people in the light can see him. You're in darkness. You can see. Here's what you can see.
You
And
can't see.
this troll, this one, and this one.
Yeah, I know they're trolls, but come on, calm down.
Because
All right.
technically, like this guy, let me ping up. This guy here is not within the light. Anna can kind of see him because she from the light behind her, if that makes sense, radiating out that way.
Yeah. All right. So then, Kid's just gonna go for this fucker.
Okay, another rock. I'm
Look,
kidding.
man.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Bad joke.
They don't
Go
need
get
a
your troll.
concussion too. They're squishy right now. God. Yeah, no, kids gonna whip out their boomstick and smack them, I guess. So it's strength. So that would be 5.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Is the answer.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
Unless he dodged.
Sure, nat 20.
Nope. That's going to hit. You know what? He does have a chance to auto parry. He might as well. I mean, he might get that nat 20.
Try it.
Oh
son.
my god!
What the
What?
fuck? What?
But,
What is happening?
but, and this is a strong but.
Uh-huh.
Your critical is higher than his critical.
Uh-huh.
I've never had this happen before, but I have to imagine that if you both roll 20, then I have to go with whoever's higher. Right? I mean, that's the only logical thing.
Yes.
My logic is
So-
that could both also happen. He is still parrying a boomstick.
Yeah. No, you know
Wait,
what?
no,
It's
hold
a fair
up.
point. Because
What's the argument?
she
They
hit
both
with a natural
crit.
20, and he parried with
both.
a natural 20.
Yeah.
Guy goes to defender in all cases.
But yeah, so I guess it doesn't matter. She's a 25 and he's a 22. It's still
unless you want to change things, but that's how we always have been
nope.
doing it.
yeah. Well, because I was just thinking, like, is it still a tie? Yeah, yeah. So that's fair. So he does manage to parry it. Your boomstick does not go off, as it doesn't actually connect solidly with anything.
That's dumb, and I
So-
don't like it.
So one is doing extremely well. The other ones can't roll anything above a 1 for this life.
I don't like this
I'm
guy.
sorry, kid. Anna.
I'm gonna punch this, or not punch. I'm gonna hit him with my stick,
Okay.
my staff.
Hit him with your staff.
12.
It's a 12. He's going to try and parry it.
Can you do that twice?
Uh,
I think auto parry only allows you to do that once.
yeah.
per
No,
round.
you're right. Once. No. It lets you do it once per an action. The only thing that auto parry wouldn't let you do is if I had dual wielding, I could parry one but not both. But yes, you could absolutely, because we've been doing that all campaign. If you have 3 people attacking you on 3 different 3 different actions, you can parry all of them.
All right.
So that does parry it.
Mhm.
All right. Then Isaac, you're still pulling out your sunblade thingy.
I gotta. It takes all
Yeah.
my actions.
Oh,
There's a specific reason why I've never used this ability. It's stupid powerful, but it takes so long.
You know, Dumb Troll's original target is back. Dumb Troll Claw Target. Kid, this is coming for you. Oh boy. So it's a 10. You want to parry or dodge, or it's enough to hit you technically.
Goddamn. Okay, I was muted. I thought with the current armor I have a 14, or is that?
Well, no. You
Wait,
can
no,
try
'cause-
to parry because yes, it would hit your armor, not you, but your armor would still take damage.
Okay, yeah, I'll
Parry doesn't take an action. You can do that
Right.
normally.
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
parry. Check on.
And remember to add a +1 because of your spell,
Yep.
your
So
spirity
that-
spell.
Yell. Fuck you.
Oh, nicely done. Okay. All right. And then the next one, Anna, he's still behind you, but hasn't been much of a threat yet. Coming at you with a claw. 16. Okay, so you cannot parry it. However, like I said, if the creature is a bit more intelligent than you are, I would give you the opportunity to dodge it if you choose. Or to attempt to dodge it.
Sure.
All right.
Do-do. Do-do. No!
Okay. So the claw hits you, and that's what's your armor rating? 14, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you take 13 SDC as it slashes into you and actually grabs a hold of you, allowing it to perform its multi-attack, where it then, now that it kind of has a hold of you, proceeds to try to sink its teeth into you for 17.
Okay.
This one, I will let you attempt to parry because you're obviously very aware of it now. You can attempt to parry this, but you cannot dodge it. So basically, it hits you with the claw, hooks into you, and then now that it has you, it goes to bite you.
So I'm pairing this with my staff?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
You're trying to knock his head to the side so he doesn't
Okay.
chomp onto you.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
You could simultaneous attack, too. That is an option.
Yeah, I was thinking about if I want to do Nero touch or not, since he's within touching distance, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
No, that takes too much thinking. We don't have time for that, so I'm just gonna parry.
All right.
I don't want to sit here for 5 minutes as I debate that.
Do it.
No.
So you take an additional 9 SDC. And I believe
that to
both
my
of
armor
those,
or to
no,
me?
both of those were above your 14, so those are to you. So you take a total of 22 SDC to you.
Holy shit, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm almost dead.
Really?
I have 12.
You have
That
12
bite
SDC?
is
I have
vicious.
34 SDC total.
Okay.
I now have 12.
What about your hit
What,
points?
what about your hit points? Because you take
Yeah, I forgot about
SDC
that.
then hit points. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look that up later.
But still, yeah, it's serious. That's a lot of damage for Anna to take.
Oh, I have way more hit points than I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
hit
CJ,
points
I have
go up
my
per level,
aura.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, in any case, for all but the most hardy classes, 22 SDC in one, that's a lot. You are
Yeah.
bleeding profusely. All right, Lucas, your turn. Oh, by the way, Anna, also the claw is no longer holding you. It's like a one-turn thing.
Okay.
I guess I'll just be that one-trick pony. Just move slightly lower down. Towards over here. Towards the dark depths of cold death.
On the edge of light and darkness.
And to use my... I like the fire and earth one right now. I'm going for
Sure.
those.
Fire's nice. Oh, well, no. Do damage, please, sir.
Okay.
By
I
the
high
way,
rolled that one. 30.
I should point out, Anna, when you look over, as he bites you, obviously you looked at him to try and parry him, right? That damage you did to him with the first blow seems to have healed itself.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
That said, Lucas, this thing is getting charred the F up. He is not looking good. Which is weird, because this is underwater. But it's magical fire.
It's magic fire.
Magic. All right, that's Lucas's turn. Kid, we're back to you.
Okay. So it'd probably be fair to say that Anna's maybe bleeding a little bit right now.
A little bit.
And I think it would be fair to say that Kid would notice this.
A little bit, yes.
Yeah.
You smell it, too.
Yeah. Kid's going to grab her and floop her away. Because no. She's
Okay.
not the tank.
Yeah. Anna, do you let this happen? You can save versus psionics if you want to stay in there.
Oh, Anna's petty. She wants revenge. I'm gonna have to roll for that.
No,
Oh
Sorry,
my god.
kid.
damn it, woman! I'm trying to save you.
I know you are, but she's petty.
Oh boy. Okay.
This is gonna be amazing if you succeed. You have to get
I
over
don't-
14, or unless you have bonuses to save versus psionics, which you
I
might.
don't actually.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Nope.
Yeah.
You both
So-
floop.
Yup.
So, Lucas, Isaac, you see both of them just disappear. All right. Anna.
Yeah?
Anna,
Yeah?
roll me another save versus psionics, please.
No, not D20. 10.
Nope. You're stuck in.
Wait, hold on.
nothing. Mm-hmm.
She's a master psionic,
Right.
so a 10 does make it.
What?
Oh, yeah, it
Yeah.
does. Okay, I do have that written down.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, guess what, Anna? You flew right back where you were.
Guys,
Can
come
I
on!
still do an action?
Yes,
Or...
you have your action. Yes, kid.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, kid. But yes, you have your action.
I'm sorry, but that's the rules.
no,
She's a master psionic.
Hey, you're absolutely right. Anna, you've seen Kid Flute before. You knew what was happening. You didn't want to have any of it, so you're back.
I'm back with a fucking vengeance and I'm doing Nero Strike to hit points.
Yep.
That's a save for psionics one.
What's up?
Nero Strike save for psionics. Now
Oh,
roll for
okay,
attack.
okay. Save versus
Who are
psionics.
you
Got it.
attacking?
The dude that just cut me open.
The one behind you that was behind you?
Yes.
Gotcha. He saves. Oh, wow. Well, he rolled enough ones. It had to be coming at some point. All right. He saves versus your psionics. Okay. Isaac, you're almost there, buddy.
Almost
You
there.
got
I can
this.
maybe do
Almost
stuff
there.
eventually.
All right. Well, a little confused, but they're praised back at least, and now there's only one of them to worry about. I'm sorry, Anna. This claw is coming at you. You won't be able to parry this, but you can attempt to dodge it. You do have an action left.
Yeah, I'm dodging.
It's a 26.
Yeah, I'm dodging.
Better dodge good.
No.
No. Okay. You take 7 more SDC, and because it hooked you with its claws, 21 to bite. You can try to parry this, but you can't dodge it.
It's auto parry.
Yep.
No, I'm just saying because I technically can parry with my force field, but I guess if it's touching me, I can't.
That would be difficult, yeah.
Unless
see
we'll
what you're
cut off
saying.
his arm.
Gosh, I have no idea. What does the parry with the force field actually do?
Successful parry means the force field beats the attacker's strike and it absorbs the damage.
All right, do you have to do something first, like cast it or something, or is it an auto parry type ability?
That's the previous sentence. If the creation of the force field is to parry an attack, the psionic must roll a successful parry to see if he was able to create the field before the attack strikes.
Okay, so what that tells me is that that's something you would use against attack you couldn't normally parry, i.e., you don't have a weapon and someone's trying to hit you with a sword. Normally you couldn't parry that because what are you going to do? Grab the sword? But with your force field, you could. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So in this case, you can do it. Of course, there's no reason why you couldn't do it, but you would be just as effective with your staff.
Okay. And
But
here's
that's a very important ability to remember, because there's some times where someone tries to hit you with a claw or a sword and you would not be able to parry it normally. That would let you do it.
yeah, we're just very rarely in melee attacks.
Yeah. So try and beat a
Um,
21 with your parry.
I'm also thinking because if it If it fails, it fails. But if it succeeds, then I already have the force field around me.
True.
I think.
And yeah, I'd let that happen too, because the claw only stays on long enough for him to bite. Basically, they grab you only long enough to bite you. So if the bite fails, you're no longer held anyway.
Yeah, just because there's another dude right next to me, and I'm the
Sure,
only one to
by all
attack. I
means.
want to
So,
do force
yeah.
field instead.
Go ahead and do that. Roll a parry. No.
Nope, natural one.
No. Nope. So you take another 6. So you take another total of 13 SDC.
Okay, how does that work for hit points?
That's what you said. You had 12 left.
Yeah.
All right. So you have no SDC, and you reduce your hit points by 1. How many hit points do you have?
I have 51.
Oh yeah. So you're not dying by any means, but the way to look at it is this: the SDC is the damage that you can shrug off. You can keep going. The hit points, now that they're getting to your hit points, you are really, really hurting. Even though you have a ton of hit points, you're not close to death, but it's like if you dislocated your shoulder, you're not going to die from that, but it's going to be really hard for you to function. Does that make sense? You're starting to get into really serious territory.
Mhm.
So you reduce your hit points by 1 and your SDC to 0.
Yep.
Next one. This one. No, you don't. That was an auto parry, so you don't have to.
I did dodge before that.
Oh, you did try to dodge.
She
True.
did try to dodge, yes.
All right, so this one's going to attack you as well, and this one you can parry because you are technically facing this one. 18. You can try to parry it.
Parrying it with the staff.
Mm-hmm.
Finally.
Yes. Okay, you are able to parry that one. So Isaac and Lucas, you see Anna is just getting mauled by these trolls. Kid is nowhere to be seen. All right. That's that for them. Lucas, your turn.
Okay. Just double checking a few things. I mean, this guy seems to not be doing super hot. I guess he'll try to get a little closer because he still hasn't turned to attack him, and she doesn't look the best.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll just go right over here. And continue to rail into this dude's back.
Well, yeah. Well, he has no. Just damage him. Just damage him already. You.
Just a 15.
Yeah, awesome. I was gonna say you beast, and I meant it like in the best way, like you're a beast. But I realized like that just wouldn't sound good.
You
Just do it, you beast. Just do it. As this one snaps into him, it actually snaps into the back of his neck. And Anna, you see the shuriken like rip through the front of his neck and pass by you before disappearing again. And
The guy behind me or the one in front of me?
in front of you.
Oh.
No, the one behind you. The one behind you. This one right here.
Okay, so then I don't actually see.
Well, you would see the shuriken go over your shoulder.
That, yes.
Lucas, it goes through his neck, and you see bits of charred flesh and the like. And with that, it starts to slowly drift up because it's dead.
Good.
All right. Well, that's one of your actions. Kid! It's just you and Lucas right now.
So Kid floops back into existence over here, where it would have been safe for Anna.
Right.
But, you know, whatever.
She's petty enough for revenge.
Looks around, see this motherfucker over there.
With even more blood.
God damn it. Oh. Kids. Can kids still not see this fucker?
You can see it now, yes, because the
Okay.
light's radiating from behind you.
Okay. Kid's gonna swim back over.
And do what?
And they're gonna try and whap him.
Whap him?
whap him
Whap him good then.
with a stick. I'm gonna get him with a stick.
That's a hit. Can he parry? No, he cannot.
Yeah,
Kid,
fuck you, dude.
roll damage. And then you and Anna immediately please take half that damage. I'm sorry,
Oh.
it is a boomstick. Water does not compress. Shockwaves hurt everyone around it.
How much damage am I taking?
Half of that 15. No, half of that. Wait, what? Wait. Which is what? What's what? Which
Yeah,
is
the
this?
20.
That's
The
the
20 is the
boomstick.
to hit, and the 15 is the damage.
Wait, what?
No. There's
Oh
two...
no, sorry, I clicked the boomstick.
Oh, I got it. So
the
it's the
first
3d6,
one
the
was-
15, right?
Yeah.
So Anna and Kid both take 7 damage. Anna, that goes straight to your hit points. So, I mean, you guys understand what I'm saying here, right? Is that the boomstick unleashes a kinetic shockwave. In the atmosphere, in air compresses, so it doesn't hurt the other people except who it hit. Water doesn't compress, so it's just like something blowing up underwater is far more dangerous because people around it are hit by the shockwave. So you just learned that using this underwater would hurt anyone within about 5 feet of you. Or
Good.
of what you hit, yeah.
So, and that goes to the
STC for you, Kid, correct.
Okay.
Anna, HP for you. Actually, Kid
Mm,
and Anna...
mm.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that would go straight to SDC. Yes.
Mhm.
Sorry, just making sure I'm being honest here. Keeping myself honest.
Well, I have nowhere else for it to go, so.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to figure out if that would hit your armor or not, but no, the shockwave would be your entire body type of thing. So armor would not really help much against that. But it takes the full amount of damage. So it takes 15. All right, Lucas, your turn.
Oh boy. Well, I guess I'll just stalk closer to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe around over here.
Okay.
Get between my two friends. And hopefully not hit them. God, that would be dangerous.
You're skilled. You know what you're doing.
Say.
I've
Let's
never
see.
been a big fan in any system of the if you miss, you hit your friends kind of thing, because it's so discouraging of using ranged weapons. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, I've seen people that just won't make ranged characters because they don't want to hit their own friends. So I typically am very lenient with such things. If you rolled like a lot of ones in a row, or there were special circumstances maybe, but normally I'm not going to make you hit your friends.
Like throwing through somebody.
All right, that is definitely he could try to dodge it if he had actions left, so do damage, sir.
See, Lucas spins and whirls and shurikens fly out from him, rolling low on his damage.
And which shurikens were these?
This is the fire and earth, same biz.
Okay, got it. Alrighty. Yeah, you do see a scorch mark from where the fire hits it. Okay, Kid, you have two actions left.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right, because I'm super extra special and all that.
Sure.
but-
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, boomstick, bad idea. Got it. I'm just gonna go for claws then.
Okay.
I'm actually going to use my frickin' special button things like I never do.
Sure.
So yeah, there's that.
Which one? The 15?
Yes, the 15 is to hit, and the 12.
Oh, I
would
see,
be
and that's the damage. Got it. It's gonna try and parry you.
Can it
But
without turns or? Oh no.
yeah,
that's
you can auto
dodge
parry,
that
but
he
you can't dodge or anything. Yeah,
Yeah,
auto parry is
okay.
basically all you can do. But I'll be honest with you guys, they have a +2 to parry, so yeah, no. So it takes 12 damage. Okay.
slash him real good.
Yeah, you do actually. Slash it open and it starts to bleed. All right, Lucas,
Oh boy.
back to you, buddy.
I probably shouldn't ask. I remember this being a thing. Is this creature that's in partial darkness? Should I get like a -2 to that?
Yeah, but I haven't been doing that for a while, so just say nah. You guys know where it is by this point.
Huh.
And I'm
It
sure,
seems to be
like,
hanging
if
around the
nothing
same
else,
spot.
if nothing else, I'm sure that Isaac would have enough awareness of mind to like step forward a few feet or something. So I'm not gonna burden you with that -2.
My burden.
Well, lucky for you, has no actions, cannot parry shuriken. So please do damage.
There's the high rolls.
Oh boy. All right. Well, that hurt. That hurt very much bad. Okay. Kid. You have an action left.
Gonna slash it again.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay. It'll try and parry. No. 15?
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Isaac. You were right there.
Dude, like, seriously, that is the best fucking psi power ever. Yep. I gotta love it.
Do you get to
Gotta
keep
love
it while we're still here?
Yeah, he
how
can
long
keep
does
it
it
as long as he
last?
wants.
It
as
lasts for
stays.
55 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, then
Oh,
you can
yeah.
keep it out for the rest of the journey.
I'm going
just-
to, but I want
just
to
wanna
point
this
out that
Yeah.
fucking thing is not overpowered. God damn it.
Yeah, I know. I also want to point out that the way it worked, the way the timing went, is that you kill it, kid. It lies down. They don't regenerate because fire. And the second it just expires its last breath. Isaac, whoosh. Okay.
Ready to go, guys.
Yeah, great.
Because literally, his next action, he had it. Like, it appears right when kid kills it.
Well, I'm gonna have it out for next time, I guess.
Yes, yes, you will.
I
right,
hate some of these powers that take an entire fucking round to do shit for. Ugh.
I understand.
Alright,
Yeah.
anyways.
Right, yeah. Kid's gonna point at Anna, very angry, and then point over by Isaac.
Anna's gonna do summon inner strength. It gives her plus 10 SDC.
Okay. That's nothing to sneeze at.
Okay.
She's putting on a brave face.
Uh-huh.
Although this does ward off pain and fatigue as well. With some other stuff
Okay.
that's kind of important right now.
I'm guessing Isaac would be able to notice blood, correct?
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
lot.
Oh,
Oh my god,
she's
cloud
leaking.
of blood.
She is leaking somewhat bad,
Which is
buddy.
why she pointed her to you. Go see the fixie person. I can't do that.
Well, it's so great there's no electricity here.
Just an avalanche of blood.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna perform healing touch. What it's going to look like is he's going to just go ahead and slap Anna on the top of her head. Not very hard, but like a
At this point, you could probably slap her. It's fine.
stand there for 2 minutes to activate the power, and then let me use the ISP.
It takes 2 minutes.
Yeah, it takes 2 minutes.
Anna
Well,
might
he's doing
honestly
that
try and
quick.
dodge away from this since we're in such a time-sensitive space.
No, you stay.
I would recommend that you take this.
You can't say anything to me.
Alright. Then if you're dodging away, you're dodging away. I'm not going to use the ISP. Let's continue on. Kid is going this way.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Keep going, and I will tell you when to stop. Because I already rolled for stuff anyway, so...
It's hard to light those things on fire since they're underwater.
It still at least worked. But
It
you are
sure
correct.
did. I'm very happy that I just so happen to have something for this. Oh, that's a shiny.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
there it is. There's the thing.
Yeah, you guys come across a softly glowing blue orb placed upon a pedestal in what looks like a small ruined, perhaps an altar of some kind. You also notice lying on the ground dozens upon dozens of bones, most of them of fish or sea creatures. Some of them look a bit more humanoid, and a bunch of other trash littering the ground. And kid, even in the water, it smells horrendous here.
Yeah, no, let's get this and go.
Okay.
All right, you guys are able to scoop up the orb. Give me a second, kid. Sorry, just need to move you for just a moment.
How dare.
We'll put that on the token layer, and I will then attach this to kid.
Yay.
There. Now, when you move, it should move.
Nope.
Nope. Well, just go.
It will follow.
It
Yeah.
was
It's a kind of orb.
Just leave it. Just say we have it.
yeah.
Let's
You guys have
continue
it.
back.
Oh,
And you
that's
guys are
weird.
able to follow your rope back. Give me a second here.
Hold up, hang on. That's
Oh. Okay.
it's like making a giant square around me.
Oh, hang on. Where is it?
That's weird.
By the altar.
Oh, I
is
see
it-
it. You know what? I'm just going to ungroup you guys. There.
Okay.
There you go. You're golden. All right. You guys are able to make it, following the rope, you're able to make it back to the anchor without any further, because it rolled crap, without further encounters.
Oh, I think we lost Lucas.
Slow, Lucas. No.
Lucas, no.
Where
I
am
just
I?
want to be in the light.
Where?
Lucas.
Oh. Mm.
Can you guys see the orange line when there's no light?
No.
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 I'll hold on to it.
The
Yeah.
actual situation.
Wait, no, he's pulling it back, isn't he? Son of a bitch.
So, good news is you guys were able to find it with plenty of time left. It's probably only been about 5 minutes.
Mhm.
Fucking shit. Okay. I'll
Yeah.
take it.
Combat's fast. I mean, it doesn't seem fast when we play it, but it is.
That
and
only
you
took
guys-
15 seconds.
Yep.
That entire thing only took 15 seconds. Fantastic.
And you guys are able to start ascending up the chain, make it to the surface, where when you guys break the surface, you hear some audible gasps from the ship. Aye, they're back. Did you find it?
Kid holds up the orb.
There's so much
Aye!
blood.
And there's like a bunch of cheering and whooping.
Anna comes up and it's just a waterfall of blood.
And then as you guys are getting back to the ship, you hear some cheering and whooping. You hear one, my hat! Anyone seen my hat? I threw it! Why did you throw it, you bloody idiot?
Oh no.
That sounds like a you problem.
You guys are brought back up onto the deck, and Anna, when you get up there, you hear, oh my gosh, Les, you're bitten up pretty bad. What'd you run into down there?
Trolls.
And then she ran back. This kid's like trying to shake off the water.
Fuckers.
Anna, you feel fairly sturdy hands grab you and kind of start to pull
my.
you up. Do you need me to hear you, lass?
Well, now that we're not time sensitive, that might be a good idea.
Aye, just a moment. And you hear some chanting, and
Grow wings.
11 SDC and 14 SDC. And first, take that into hit points. Oh no, actually, wait, that's going to be. Give me a second. So 5 and 10. So 10 hit points and 25 SDC.
Okay.
As Cleric Weiss casts 2 healing spells on you.
Okay, my hit points are back to full, and I have only need 9 more SDC.
All right. With that,
Is her mithril armor just fucked at this point? I'm guessing it is.
Oh,
no,
really?
actually, it's not.
Nope, it all missed that.
Crazily enough, every troll that hit her way above 14.
Oh my god.
Which means every time they hit her where there was no armor.
So her
on the
armor's
bright
just
side,
pristine.
your armor's untouched.
Oh, I noticed.
Pristine.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And with that, kid, you'll feel like a tug on your arm. Lad, do you mind if I take the orb?
Are you gonna drop it again?
I wasn't the one that dropped it, lass. A captain knows better than to drop the orb.
It holds it out in the general direction of the mustache.
At least they didn't call it
Alright.
a ball.
With that, by the way, I should note, because I didn't while this was down on the water, kid, because this would be a little odd for you. You can't see it. All you can see is
The glow.
that exactly, the glow, the faint aura that it emits. And that sounds strange because you can see the glow, but you can't see where the glow is coming from. It's a little odd, but it's easy enough to hold.
Magic is stupid.
The gnome captain takes it from you and excitedly rushes up the stairs and says, Come, and I'll show you something amazing.
I'm assuming Lucas is on board and ready to get going.
And I'll take you guys to the upper deck.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Isaac, you still carrying around the scythe?
Sure as fuck am.
I'm gonna show it up for as long as possible.
I will let that time out naturally. Fucking.
The captain's voice directs you all to the wheel of the ship, and then you see the glow held before him, and he whispers something in a language you haven't heard before. And then the glow seems to spread upwards. And when you look above you, before, most of you, all you could see is darkness. Kid, you could see way up above the rocks that form the ceiling of this gigantic underground cavern. But now, when you look up, you see maybe 20, 30 feet up into the sky. It's almost as if there's been a portal or a window that has rolled back, and a blue mist seems to roll away, and up above you, you see stars, a starry night sky.
Fancy.
And you hear the voice, with this, we can navigate our way by starlight. What you see up there, it would be what you see if you went underground. As accurate as ever.
That's really nice.
It's pretty.
Aye, indeed. And with this, we can get back to the ruins where that wizard Sans was. Maybe we can find some sort of cure to this fiasco. And with that, he'll start barking orders, and he'll say, well, if my calculation is correct, if we have full sails and decent wind, we're about 3 days out.
Not bad.
I'm not quite sure if this is any importance, but we did manage to defeat the beasts down there. I think they may have floated up a bit. I'm not quite sure if they're worth anything to you.
You hear like a spitting sound. Worth nothing. Worth less than the soles of my boots. But it's a good thing that you managed to kill some of them. Mayhaps you'll save some lives down the road.
Hannah looks into the distance.
And with that, the crew begins to jump to it with hoots and hollers and cheers. Many of them congratulating and thanking you, talking convinced that now that they have the orb back and now that they can get back to the Wizard Sans, that all of this is going to get sorted out lickety-split. Just a few more days and everything will be just fine. I mean, after all, you guys braved the depths, you found the orb. Heck, apparently you've already killed like 6 trolls, is what you're doing at this point.
And we did it in 5 minutes.
So if you could do that, well, obviously you'll get this curse cured in no time. And a very jolly crew starts to set sail. You notice as the sails are unfurled that the breeze, which has been fairly slight, seems to very oddly push the sails far harder than you would think. You feel a light breeze. Sure, you felt a light breeze the whole time you were down here, but I mean, just by looking at it, to fill sails like that, to push a ship like this, that doesn't add up. Sorry to use the size here. The physics doesn't make sense here.
Scene weirder.
Now, Anna, is there anything to actually say about cool wind sails?
Oh, that was Mackenzie.
Now, Mackenzie.
Lucas turns to you.
I would not be surprised to turn around one day and Lucas to be standing behind me.
What you doing?
Lucas has a spell called Break Fourth Wall.
Looks at camera.
Look, if any system's gonna have that spell, it would be Rifts.
It would be.
Specifically for Ludicrous Mage.
God, wouldn't that be something? It's like, alright, Squee, I really want the fourth wall breaking spell.
No.
Like,
Legendary spell takes so much PPE.
Takes
use
2,000.
it, and then you just hear like a knock on your door, Mackenzie, and I burst in with Lucas clothes.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So you see the ship starts to set a pretty decent clip. Of course, I don't think any of you have ever been on a wind-sailed ship before, so you're not sure how fast they're supposed to go, but you feel like you're moving pretty okay.
Yeah, I think the closest Anna might have been like on a rowboat, but I doubt she's been on a ship like this.
I don't think any of you, even Isaac, in Isaac's world, they may have had these, but you lived in a desert. So
Yeah, no, dude, like, he lived in a desert surrounded by a river that was always like, hey, you don't go swimming in there. It's just there to protect you from vampires. Just be safe. Don't go anywhere. Stay here. He's never really been on a ship. That's why he doesn't know how to swim.
what's that? Next town over? Don't go there.
No. Stay here. Next town over is a 3 days ride. You're gonna die before then.
Damn.
And you guys start to sail, and once it gets underway, you hear the voice of Captain Threepwood. Well, me boys and gals, it's going to be, hopefully, a fairly gentle journey. The nice part about sailing the underways is you don't have to worry about no storms.
Smirks.
Well, I suppose, actually, now that I think about it, there is that one storm, but you've already faced that, and, well, if we come across it again, well, mayhaps they are just misunderstood souls. But short of that, and that's very rare, I assure you, ain't no weather to be worrying about down here.
Cool.
I believe you.
So whereabouts are we going? Like, we're going for a town, correct? Or are we going to find that wizard again, or what?
We're setting course for Wizard Sans. We left him in some ancient ruins, specifically away from any civilized type of lands, just in case his experiments go awry. His whole purpose for charting a passage with us is that he wanted to get about as far away from civilization as he could, just in case his spells didn't go as planned.
Are you sure this wasn't his plan?
Nay, I'm not. Not no more. I don't know what's in his mind. As I said, he seemed like a nice enough fellow, and I'm usually a good judge of character, but, well, being turned invisible for the rest of your life can tend to make one reconsider such things.
Yeah, that is true. That is fair. And we came along and gave you mustaches.
I
At least you can tell yourselves apart again. So, sure. We're going to talk to this guy, see if we can reverse your invisibleness, and then where to?
Wherever you want, lad. After all, that is part of the deal for helping us. We take you. Where do you want to go?
Well, see, we came from the surface and we were teleported here. We want to go home via a rift. You know what a rift is, right?
I heard of them. Seen once, I think. Tell you what. And he'll call a name, and someone apparently takes over steering. He says, "Follow me to my cabin." And he goes down the stairs, and you guys know roundabout where the cabin is, so I'll just kind of pull you over there.
Yeah.
I just
And,
love all of the imagery of just floating mustaches.
Yeah.
And he says, he gets to the cabin and he says, I don't suppose any of you have any sort of writing instrument, do you? I've got all kinds of maps and charts, but they all happen to be a wee bit invisible at the moment.
Yeah, sure. Let me go back and grab my stuff. And Isaac is gonna go back, ruffle through his backpack, and come back with a pen and a notebook, a small little notebook that, if looked in, has a bunch of really poor drawings. Like, I'm talking bad quality, but of different types of Techno-Wizard devices. In fact, a couple of the gloves that he made and the necklace, the plans for that are in there, along with some other ideas that he has.
Got it. And you give these to the captain?
Yeah.
All
He'll
right.
flip over to a blank page.
The book will be taken from you as long as... what writing instrument are you giving him?
A normal ball pen from the future, so I'm guessing like something that is like super technologically advanced or some shit.
It's surprising. The technology for ballpoint pens hasn't advanced all that much because, well, I mean...
Well,
how?
there is one way that
yes.
it could have been super advanced if we got it on Zebron. Remember, one of the big things about Zebron technology over the years, from the 3 Galaxies era to Zebron, wasn't like super advanced technology, like crazy stuff. It was refinement and miniaturization. So
Very
a
true.
pen like that could last years.
True, but you never bought a pen on Zebron.
Can we say I did?
No, it's fine. You don't need to.
But
I'm gonna say no. You can't retcon back 20 sessions.
God
Say you
damn
bought
it.
a pen. But
I
you have
will
a
give
pen.
you 1 million credits.
No.
Fuck.
You have pens.
Yeah, I have pens.
And he takes it and he'll be like, "The hell am I supposed to do with this, lad? Is there
You
an
write
ink
with it.
stopper?"
The ink's inside.
Here, let me show you. And he's just gonna take the pen and draw a swirly curly Q with it. It's inside of it. Take it.
Ah.
We come from a faraway
Interesting
place,
device.
like I said.
How much for it, lad?
I'm not selling it. It's my only one, apparently.
He says to no one in particular.
He
Kid's got
looks
art.
straight at the camera, gives a deadpan stare, turns right back to the captain.
Ah, a shame. Yes, kid.
Kid brought their art supplies, I remember, because they're planning on drawing shit
Very
to
true.
show Cyber 9 because cameras don't work here.
Mm-hmm. That's
But
very true.
yeah, they could hold out a pencil with an eraser at the end and goes, "This one you can erase."
How in the... And you'll see the pencil taken from you and draw with it a bit.
You got to turn it around.
He'll turn the paper around.
Kid like gently takes the pencil, turns it over, and hands it back.
He says like half convinced, and you see like the scratching and the pencil starts to erase. Aye, magic this be.
Yes, very expensive.
Aye, indeed. Aye. Oh God. I'm not even gonna make you roll a trust for that. I think the proof is in the pudding right there.
Oh, this is fantastic.
I've never heard that phrase before.
Really?
Proof is in the pudding?
No.
The cess is in the frass.
If that sounds like something you say.
You see there's a moment of rustling around, and then a hand takes yours, kid, and puts something in it that feels like maybe stones or something.
What's that?
2 diamonds for this. 2 diamonds of good quality, I assure you. I know you can't see them, but take my word for it. I'd not steer you wrong.
About how big are these diamonds, quote unquote?
I'd say about a carat each, which means pretty small, but for diamonds, that's a lot.
Take your word for it. Kid'll look like they're thinking it over, kind of like roll the diamonds around in their palm a little bit, and then go, I guess. You seem to really like it, so...
Aye, I do. Anything special I need to know about it? Does it need to be, like, spells cast on it to recharge it, or something of the like?
Nope. The pointy end has to be sharpened, but you can do that with pretty much anything that's sharp.
Aye. Thank you.
Yep.
A great deal. And with that, he'll rip out 4 pages. It's from the back of the notebook. I don't think Isaac's here to hear that, but we'll get his reaction when he comes back.
That son of a bitch!
And
Oh, that's where all my love letters to Heart are.
there'll be blank pages.
So that joke that Anna just made?
Okay, so there'll be blank pages. He'll
They
rip
won't
out
be
4
blank pages.
No, I'm saying he will find blank pages.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
He'll
not going
sit back
to.
and be like, oh.
Yeah,
He's going
not
to
crazy.
take his. He's going to take his notebook back and go, "How rude! You didn't even ask." Then go and put it away in his stuff.
Sorry, lad, I needed them. And a process starts where you think maybe he's licking the edges of the paper. I don't know. There's like a sliding sound, and the edges are getting wet. You think that might be what's happening, and he kind of uses that to hold the pages together. He uses that to turn the 4 sheets of parchment to a bigger piece of paper, and he starts sketching with the pencil very quickly and very well. And in about 30 minutes or so, he has sketched a fairly accurate outline of Palladium. Now, it's not this. He didn't do this in 30 minutes.
Damn.
But, the outlines are there, and he does a pretty darn good job of it. Even like like with the shapes of the individual coves and inlets and things of that nature.
Look at all that color you used from that pencil.
And he says, "Aye, right now, currently, we be beneath the Timro Kingdom, right about here, like. Where is it?
We're
that ye
all
be
the way
looking
the
to go?"
frick down here.
Aye.
Jesus.
God.
Where is it you be looking to go, lad?
Okay, he's going to go all the way to here and go, we came from here, all the way at the Orphid's grasslands, so that's a long way away.
I see. It is indeed. But a bargain is a bargain. You help us finish this curse, we'll take you where you need to go. Just keep in mind it's not going to be, well, the quickest journey. Full sailing. If we've sailed straight from here to there, which I beg you for a moment, hear me out. If we sail directly there, you're looking at about, give or take 3 months.
Oh,
But,
well, alright.
but, if you aren't in an incredible rush, making such a long journey would be incredibly draining on all our resources if we didn't at least make a trade run out of it. See, there is money to be had when you trade goods from halfway across the world. The Timro Kingdom has spices and silks that, well, those, especially the Western Empire, do love. So, hear me out. If you're willing to let me take on supplies and make certain stops, it will, of course, increase the length of the journey. But to compensate you, I'd be more than willing to share a small bit of that profit with you.
I would be
Oh,
interested
sorry,
in
Anna.
that.
No, it doesn't matter.
What?
Oh,
So I was in character, I was gonna ask if the tunnels go underneath the continent, but that kind of comment made it clear that they don't.
well, they do, yes and no, because right now you are currently underneath the continent.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't make it all the way to the other side. No. He'll actually tell you here. He'll say that the underground sea that he's in goes something like this.
Whoa.
Yes, it's very large. Hence, and it's dotted with all kinds of islands and dangers. So that's why without that navigation orb, it is almost death. It's very, very important to have that, because imagine being underground in a sea of water that big. You'd never find your way back out. So he says, so if you're willing to allow us to do a bit of trade with this kind of run, I can cut you in on some of the profits. Might turn this into quite an adventure. But I assure you, we'll get you where you need to go, lads.
Well, I would be interested in that. What about you guys?
Adventure? You can count me in.
I'm sorry, but that voice is so... Alright. So
Well,
you're
we never
good.
did say when we were going to go back anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure Tessa won't get herself killed in the meantime.
Aye, that's the spirit.
Is it?
Spirit of adventure.
But first things first, we've got our curse to lift. So, if you don't be minding, I'm going to make sure that the ship's not off course. My navigator's a good one, but a bit absent-minded sometimes. Of course, you are welcome to stay in your quarters or be up on deck with the rest of us. The crew is growing quite fond of you. And, personal note, you're more than welcome to keep that mithril until the curse is fully broken.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Thanks.
Aye, it's very useful. And he looks at Anna. most of the time. Not that you can see him look at you or anything, but you feel his eyes upon you.
I don't know if that's creepier.
She did walk in on him sleeping the first night.
That is true.
Okay.
Maybe we'll.
I'm gonna go
So-
nap.
With that, we've got about a 3-day journey ahead. We can do a roll on the random encounter. Do you guys, before we even discuss that, is there anything you guys as characters would want to do?
During the 3-day journey, I'm going to try and partially learn a new spell.
Okay.
The spell is going to be, because it was super useful. Breathe without air.
Sure. Okay, absolutely. So you can get about halfway through it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Nobody's gonna yell at Anna.
For what?
Can't yell, study, and spell.
Okay.
Why do we
For-
gotta yell at you?
For risking her life.
Lucas
Probably
person.
rolls onto stomach so faces in pillow.
Well, Wellington, little lady, you sure made a mess of things.
Wouldn't be the first time. What did I do this time?
You made a whole bunch of blood at the bottom of the ocean. You shouldn't be doing that sort of thing.
Not that I wanted to.
Well, hold on. Lucas skids over. Are you telling me the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Are we still in the quarters, or are we like in our room now?
They're in their quarters.
Yeah, Anna said she was going to take a nap after the end of that conversation, so I'm assuming this is happening after that. Are you trying to say I'm lying about liking being in pain?
Well, I don't like to judge, so yeah. Look, I don't know you too well. As far as I know, you seem to be really into that fight, or at least really into killing that guy. One of the two.
I guess when I'm getting to a fight and start losing, I start wanting to win a little bit too much. And that has been close to downfall one too many times, maybe.
Well, I'm glad I noticed it, I guess. Maybe.
Well, thank
Honestly,
you
I was just
for...
hoping you're feeling better.
Yeah, nothing that nap won't do. Help. That phrase.
If you still need a few patches, don't tell too many of the other people's, but I can heal a little bit. But I mean, Isaac probably wants to do that.
How do you heal?
With this, pulls out a shuriken.
It's like the pie, isn't it?
No, pies explode.
More that sometimes the pies are good and sometimes the pies are bad, eh?
No, the pies are usually just strictly bad. Except for one, I guess it's just whipped cream pie. More of a neutral pie more than anything else.
I thought you had a banana cream pie that was just banana cream pie.
Oh no, that makes it super slippery. If you eat that, you're going to have
Ooh.
some bad stomach problems.
Maybe don't leave those ones lying around.
That's brilliant!
No!
Down a whole bunch of banana pies everywhere. Make people slip all over the place.
Or they're going to eat them thinking they're normal pies.
That, too.
You just said we only have one bathroom. Or at least back on our ship. I don't know. Then let's not talk about that.
Well, I hope you feel better. Also, don't go nuts in battle. You got people to help you or something. Have a good day. See if he scoots out.
Thumbs up, rolls back over her bed. Scene?
Scene?
Scene indeed. All right.
Scene. Hey.
Anyone else? Okay. Kid, where are you keeping those 2 invisible stones?
I was actually gonna talk to you about that. Kid just kind of has like a big bag. But that seems like a bad idea to have just a big bag with 2 tiny itty bitty stones just rolling around freely, and especially if they're invisible. So, Kid was going to just ask if there was like a smaller bag that they can have to hold them in.
Sure, they could find some sort of small burlap, or actually no. You know what? One of them would give you like a, it's not a high quality, but like a coin purse.
That works. They're gonna toss that in there. And actually, Kid could probably use that for some of the other jewelry that they brought.
Yeah, most likely.
Takes it out of jewelry bag, puts it in a new bag.
Well, they just kind of had it like in their bag. Wasn't like sorted. They're not exactly organized.
I see.
But yeah, so they'll take that and put the diamonds and their other jewelry in there. Or jewels and jewelry, whatever.
Sure enough. All right. Okay. Anything else you guys would want to do? Go shopping.
I'm
good. In the underground mall complex.
Take some online courses.
Kid will be talking very briefly, or at least supposedly briefly, to Anna when she's done taking a nap. To essentially say, don't do that again. That's about it.
Don't take that, Anna. You fight back. No, okay. All right.
Sadly, Lucas couldn't have been really that angry at her, mainly because he didn't really understand what the floop thing was. So, shrug.
Yeah.
All right. Then I will leave it up to you guys. Would you like to roll once on the random encounter chart, or we could also just kind of okay? So we have 2 options. I think we have enough time. We could do 1 random encounter, depending on what you roll, of course. Or we could kind of skip ahead to where you get to the ruins. However, that's obviously going to take some time. So we could wrap up now. We could do a random encounter. It's completely up to you guys.
I was thinking that random encounter would be neat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind rolling that and taking this real casually and stopping when we need to.
Sure. What about
Like,
you
I
guys?
don't mind if it's like in the middle of the random encounter.
Do the thing.
Okay. Someone roll me a D100, please.
Lucas.
What the fuck?
Well, Kid.
Never mind.
God dang it. Every
I'm
time.
sorry. You say someone.
Yeah, and I
assume
saw,
it's me,
I said
so
the
I press
name.
the button.
Hey,
I said the person.
Kid rolled really good or really bad. One of the 2.
That
Just
you
putting that out there. So
Hey, you know it's not neutral.
believe it or not, this event actually takes place when you get to the ruins. So hey, why not both?
Hey.
We'll say that. Give me a second. I gotta read this a bit just to make sure that I'm not stopping every 5 seconds to Okay. Yeah, it's not. I'm not stopping every 5 seconds to read it while I'm trying to explain things. So the 3 days pass fairly uneventfully. The gnomes, you get to know them a little bit more. You get to know a few of them by name, perhaps. They tend to have fairly difficult to remember names because they're not names that you're used to. I mean, Threepwood, Weiss, Lyle. These aren't typical names that you're used to seeing. But you do get to know a few of them, and the days otherwise pass fairly uneventfully. And at one point, Captain Threepwood would call you guys on deck and say, "Aye, looks like we've made it to the ruins. Bit of a problem, though." And he'll point out, and you'll see off in the distance, there is a light about several hundred paces or feet away from you. Looks like a beach where you can land, and there's torches on the beach. And you see a little bit further back from the beach what looks like the beginnings of some sort of crumbling stone wall. And in the cove before the beach is another ship, about the same size as yours, a little smaller, but it also looks sleeker. That'd be a dark elf ship.
Oh, okay. Why is that bad?
Is that bad?
Well, the Dark Elves, they're peaceful enough people. Most of the time. We actually do good business with them. One small, tiny catch. They don't like magic. And when I say I don't like magic, I don't mean in the way of it makes them uncomfortable. I mean more in the way of they like to burn people for being witches.
Hmm.
And well, you see, bit of a problem that we all happen to be a wee bit invisible. Magically.
Yeah, but we aren't.
Aye.
So get rid of your stashes.
Aye.
Stashes.
That then leaves 4 people sailing a ship that generally needs a crew of 20, straight towards a dark elf ship in ruins. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I can advise you as best I can before we get there, but I don't think we have much time before they notice us. The Dark Elves themselves tend to be, as I said, a peaceful people, but also highly militarized. They tend to follow the philosophy of have a big army and never use it, kind. That said, they are very polite, very, what's the word to use? Proper. They like to use big words. I'm not quite sure they're all real, but that might just be in my vocabulary. They are notorious at negotiations for such a thing, and all in all, they tend to be quite pleasant. They usually help those in aid, but they do seem to have that nagging obsession of killing anyone associated with magic and stomping out magic wherever it goes. So,
I see.
best not to bring that up. Now, this is important. If you have any sort of mental abilities, I forget the term for it, but they don't quite see that as magical, as long as it's minor. I've known of dark elves that could read thoughts or move small objects with their mind. They seem to think that's a bit different, but it's never very powerful. So if you be doing things like that, keep it small. And you, Missy, no electricity. You hear me? They see you doing electricity, they won't burn you at the stake glass. They'll flay you alive.
Isn't this just a great old bunch?
Well, I mean, with the exception of the small magic problem, they're actually fairly decent people.
Alright then.
All right. What do you guys want to do? How do you want to approach this?
Yeah,
They are
so
between you and the ruins. They are actually like docked in that cove.
yeah. Am I the only one here, guys?
No, we're
No, I
just
hear. Lucas actually.
Oh, how long have I been muted?
You've been super muted for a while.
No, I just like
Oh.
ignoring you.
Lucas thinks for a while and get a devious grin. Actually, Captain, I've noticed a few times around the ship, they've actually been pretty good about hiding their mustaches, even though they're completely invisible.
But and you see the mustache just kind of disappear. I mean, my coat be invisible, lad, but you place anything under it, you won't be able to see it. It's not see-through, it's invisible.
Well,
And then you see the mustache reappear.
do you have any other clothes or coats that would fit us? That we could maybe cobble together and make an invisibility cloak for all of us to, just go straight on by?
Kid looks at Isaac and goes, "They're smaller than me."
Aye, lad. I mean, we have someone that has a fair handy with a needle. Given a few days, a week, maybe we could sew something together, but I don't think we have that kind of time.
That's not what I'm suggesting. But, I have a devious thought. Electricity doesn't seem to be the biggest thing that a lot of people are too happy about.
Aye, and you won't be using none of that on my ship either. Dark
You're not-
elves be dark elves, but electricity. And you hear like a motion of a hand. That'd be bad omens there. No offense, miss. I'm sure you are a decent lass, burdened with a horrible curse.
Sure.
So they really just don't like any sort of magic.
I'm not too sure of all the details, but from what I understand, there used to be a highly magical society, and then there was a bit of civil war. The lower, shall we say, caste throughout the upper caste, who, of course, as you know, magic seems to be a learned ability, so not uncommon for it to be associated with the upper caste. And, well, I am guessing at that point in time, anything that had to do with the old regime was deemed not good.
So no one does magic on their society?
I'd sooner see pigs learn to do magic before I'd imagine a dark elf would.
And if they would, they'd be considered, maybe a traitor.
Aye. Like I said to lass here, flaying her alive would be the least of their worries if one of their own kind was caught doing magic. I don't
Oh
even
my
want to know.
god. I see what you're trying to do. You're thinking of blackmail, aren't you? Or kind of, not blackmail, but, making it seem like one of their own guys is doing magic.
I mean, if one of their own do magic, and they would definitely not have any particular focus on us. But to be honest, I'd rather not do that to kinder folk, even though they would kill us if we just had magic. Wouldn't say that would be the kindest feature.
Aye. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do, but you would be condemning a lad or lass to death. That's be sure.
That's true.
Well, as a last resort, or as somebody that we really just don't like, I have a plan for you. As Lucas bends down and explains the situation and hands him one of his shurikens, fire shuriken.
Okay.
It's a classic magical shuriken. you probably wouldn't be able to throw it or do much of anything else with it. Maybe like you could, and it would do something. Not trained in it, a little hard to use. But with the magic on it, you can cast a good old classic fireball. Everybody knows fireball.
I've seen one or two in my day. Though, wouldn't it be obvious that I'd be... Oh. I guess
Oh,
it
yeah.
wouldn't be obvious not at all, would it, lad?
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
Have
They're
them do a
invisible.
gesture, maybe a few words, and knock one off right next to him.
Yeah.
Aye. A good last resort. Though, they do be trade partners. Perhaps an ultimate last resort.
Hey, honestly, this is kind of up to your decision more than us.
I understand, lad. I appreciate the gesture. If you guys want, because we are basically where we would stop for the session, we could end here, and you guys can kind of strategize exactly what you want to do going forward.
We totally could, if you want.
Yeah, we could do that.
You guys want to do that?
Keep in mind, too, that they are docked at the cove of the ruins where you were going to try and find a wizard that is casting spells.
Oh no, it ain't lost on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are gonna have to go through them or distract them or something.
I don't know. Do you have like a tiny lifeboat or something on here?
Aye, there do be a rowboat.
Could we like go around maybe?
Aye. Though, do keep in mind that would, if we hide, that would mean that they would find a ship that was, as far as they can tell, abandoned. They might just simply commandeer it. That would be
So
bad for us.
Then we hide the boat.
Well, and he goes, unfortunately, we're a bit bigger than them. If we've seen them, I think it's a fair assumption they've seen us.
Man,
That's
I kind of
sad.
wish. I kind of wish that I started learning chameleon.
And you can tell from this distance, yeah, it's probably pretty clear they've seen your ship, but they're
Mhm.
certainly not close enough to see who's on it, if people are on it. You know what I mean? It's like one of those,
Yeah.
there's a ship.
Mm-hmm.
What flags they flying?
Yeah, exactly. So there's that. So yeah, just take a week or two, mull it over in your heads.
Yeah,
Probably too.
Yeah.
very likely to. That's when we play. So yeah, let's end for now.
Mhm.
And we will see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching.
Take care.
Yeah,
Mhm.
don't forget to check out Curse of the Crimson Throne next week, Tuesday.
Might not have it, but we if we don't, we'll probably do something like Cards Against Humanity or something.
Yeah. We'll have something.
Because we might have one of our players not able to make it, and when there's only 4 players, that makes it difficult. So,
Yeah, that's fair.
but we'll do something Tuesday night.
Yeah. All right, take care, guys. Bye.
Take care, everyone.
Night.
Bye bye.